now allows the Vitality players to
Are we live, guys?
towards
Are we live?
be able to go towards Fountain. And actually
भाई 10 मिनट है मैच चालू होने में मतलब मैच नहीं सेरेमनी still भाई are we live?
What actually then is going to happen is the very classic one with the boost.
I have my soundboard fucking ready. Everything is ready. Finals में फटाफट मेरे को शेयर करता हूँ देखते हैं भाई कौन कौन आता है आज.
Be that Joker. This time around, he starts in the underground position where he's going to be throwing nades to maybe mask that is actually Rubs playing in underground, not Epic this time around. But as you can see, Rubs has already positioned himself on top of balloons, and you have ZywOo covering his entrance from stairs. Then what's going to happen is the fact that FURIA is now going to be trying to search for info. Yekina gets taken down by ZywOo, and at this point they just want to try and trade, but Rubs is already in his 4 position, and they have a 3v5. And at this point, they've already created enough chaos. They've gotten the advantage that they just want to fall back, go back to a more passive position where they can just play out the round and then play that based counter-strike that they are so good at. And then ZywOo then decides to go team again up with Rubs, going and finding Fallen out here on the long position. And at this time of the round, you know, it's literally just FURIA trying to, you know, pick up the puzzles and trying to get back in the round, but it's simply not possible.
What do you make of that one?
Yeah, I think that's been the struggle. That's why FURIA has felt maybe a little bit different on overpass. Their default has been a struggle, and when your default isn't functioning on overpass, there's not really much to fall back on, right? That's not predictable for the opponents, and we know that they're a map control heavy team. Defaults are really important for them, and if it comes to this, they will have to find a way to deny these aggressive plays, to punish Vitality when they go for them, because otherwise they're going to struggle on the T side.
And it's just the Vitality, they have so many openings on that CT side on overpass. They can start 4B, they can start 3B, they can be aggressive on A, whether that's in underground, it can be towards balloons or long. Like, FURIA has to be ready for so many different things, and that is what's going to be the big picture for me when it comes to FURIA. Can they puzzle things together? Because in their latest match on overpass, they went a lot towards the B bomb side because maybe they had struggles towards A. They couldn't really find that defaulting vibe. So it's going to be interesting to see how Vitality is going to be approaching. Are they going to be countering in terms of what happened in the rematch, or are they actually going to be looking at the recent matchup that FURIA played?
Okay, should we dive into it? Should we get the veto rolling?
Yeah, but let's, before we roll the veto, I think here is also really important. Unlike other vetoes, this is where you prefer to be Team A, meaning the first team to veto, first team to pick, because then you get to pick 2 maps out of the first 3 will be your maps. And I know last time, great graphic actually, you know, you see here with
रुको मैं स्ट्रीम सेटअप कर रहा हूँ और लोगों को भी बुला लो भाई आज मजा आएगा.
Yes.
So okay, you're feeling uncomfortable on this map, but you will play CT train or CT overpass. I know that FURIA won the coin toss and they picked to be Team A again. I think if I were FURIA, I would maybe try to get rid of Anubis. I don't know how they feel on Anubis. If they feel like they have enough reps, then they can just get rid of Ancient themselves. I don't think there's like other clear maps for these teams where they could go for the punish. I think FURIA feels fine on their Dust 2 as well. That's something that Vitality is really, really strong on. But I think if that happens, if FURIA doesn't veto Ancient, Vitality should just veto it. Like, stop this, you know, obsession with proving that you're and playing this game of chicken, right, on a map that you just don't play. And FURIA's players have played Ancient in different teams. Apex and ZywOo never played this map competitively outside of the 2 games that they had on Vitality. So just the knowledge, you know, of the angles, of the utility, of the timings is on the side of FURIA. And even with the Chengdu Grand Final, the experience of playing Grand Finals is still overwhelmingly on the side of Vitality, especially as these 5-man lineups. So don't get carried away about, they're not going to, you know, they're going to get away with it. It's like, who cares? You have plenty of other good maps and it's a best of 5. Don't fall for it again.
And it's just these teams are so similar in terms of the map pool. They like to play the same kind of maps. It really is going to come down to it. It does really feel like the veto is like that first battle. Like, who's going to win out that first
अच्छे से एकदम चुम्मेश्वरी सेटअप हो गया. अब भाई मेरे को बस चैट खोलने.
Is it going to be a case? I'm also interested to see if it's actually going to be, because Vitality, you know, they played it against Aurora, so we do have the first ban here does 2. That is you know, they don't actually want to go for the anti-ban this time around, so it's going to be interesting to see if, I mean, obviously this is more like a respectable ban, and that was a respectable ban from Black Vitality. You got what you wanted.
Your pulse can lower.
Yeah, I think this is great. You know, FURIA, okay, Dust 2, Vitality. I think someone said they're like something crazy. They lost 4 maps with this lineup and won, I don't know, close to 30 on Dust 2. So not a bad for them. They get away with one. I think we see the Mirage pick. It just turned around completely in this tournament from being the punish pick against them to them beating everyone on the map. So Now for Vitality, last time we saw Inferno, they go back to it one more time. And this is where, you know, in theory, I would like for FURIA to pick Overpass, but
कैसे हो भाई बढ़िया
they go confident on it. But then it's like Overpass, Nuke, Anubis.
I was expecting them to. I think Nuke makes sense in this one because that's the map they've been looking the most comfortable on. It's funny because I remember them saying in an interview that Nuke was actually the map they felt least comfortable around. Like, and now they've gone into the point of they actually want to be picking it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same with Mirage. You know, they haven't felt the confidence, but this tournament they've started looking great, and now all of a sudden this is their main pick. And then we actually do get to see Anubis as a potential 5th map. And we also obviously get the Overpass that we just talked about.
Yeah, if it hasn't been banned, I think it was a surefire 5th map. You almost don't want it to go to 5 because that would be a bit of a scrappy map. I feel like with how recently
भाई भाई मजा आ गया भाई क्या मैचेस चल रहे थे सर
time to practice it. But yeah, I like this for both teams. FURIA gets away with one with banning Dust, but Vitality, you know, does the right thing. Vito's ancient, and they still are very, very strong on all of these maps and can put up a really good fight.
So you're less pissed than you were.
Yes.
in that segment.
I was
Thank God.
shocked. I thought that was one of the biggest blunders I think Apex ever did when it comes to it.
Let's just talk about the prospect of a best of 5, though, because Dupree, it is truly a marathon. It's not a sprint. You need stamina when you're going to be attacking this one, right?
Best of 5s are extremely tough to play. I mean, it's not only about having a deep map pool, but it's also about having stamina and also getting enough reps on your map because you're going to be tested on multiple maps if it goes all the way to the 5th one. And as was just showing you screen before, we have seen how the road to the grand final for Vitality is looking at 8 maps. It's like 100. It's like 100 and I don't know 45 rounds. Where on the other side it's like almost a double for FURIA. They played 16 maps in this tournament single-handedly, 345 rounds at this tournament only. It kind of proves and also visualizes that the road to the grand final for Vitality has been sort of simple. It's been kind of easy in his Epic's own wording. And now for the FURIA side, they've gone through a lot. You know, they're probably a little bit more exhausted than Vitality is looking. So it's going to be nice to see that, you know, who's actually going to come on top in terms of the stamina. It's because FURIA has now been put in a position where they've been tested and gone through the dirt. They've worked their way here. Or is Vitality now having an easier road?
That's the perfect word for it, tested. I don't feel like Vitality has been tested.
Crazy भाई चलो गया चलो
8 maps, but because they haven't faced a team that could challenge them.
Yes.
You know, no offense to Mouse, but they're never going to be a challenge.
ओहो कौन स्ट्रीम कर रहा है अरे क्रिश भाई और कौन करेगा
The one time Vitality went up against a team that they had
acting like I am a crazy someone भाई
at Bounty with a stand-in, and they ended up
2 मिनट
losing
बाकी है
that
भाई
one,
चालू होने
which
को
was kind of a
सेरेमनी
shocking result. So that's something where, you know, you wonder against FURIA.
बोल देता हूँ मैं डिस्कॉर्ड पे शायद से थंडर आएगा और शायद से आदि आ सकता है
For what's coming in that sense.
And to be tested up here is somewhat very different when you get tested in group stage. They only, like Vitality only were tested when it came to Aurora, and that's when they played Ancient, a map that just looked like any ordinary Faceit game. So being tested up
बढ़िया
here,
भाई
that's where
बढ़िया
FURIA
बढ़िया
tested both in the quarterfinals but also in the
तू
semis.
बता
And
भाई
now
क्रिश
we're looking at a team, Vitality, as of right now, a team that has just, they rolled over Mouse, and now they find themselves in a grand final without actually being tested, so it's going to be interesting.
And a little bit of a difference to their last matchups are some of the individual performances, you know, and how players have gone into 2026. And a little bit of a difference to their last uncharacteristically bad series against FURIA those 2 times, especially on a map like Inferno and CT side, where it's such a rock, you know, was somewhat shaky, and you have a tough time seeing that happen for a 3rd time in a row, you know, for a player like Rob, so that could be dangerous for FURIA. And on the flip side, Yuri has had a tremendous final 3 months for them, and in 2026 maybe some of the position changes, you know, has been a bit slower to get back into the swing of things. And I think these 2 guys, especially because they're anchors on the CT side, are going to be really, really important to have good games here in the grand final.
Let's finally touch upon the AWPers on both sides of things, because obviously Rookie of the Year in Molodoi going up against a certain prospect in ZywOo. How do we feel like this clash is going to be going down just stylistically in terms of what we expect?
If you look at the paper, then people were thinking that ZywOo is probably just going to be, you know, outstanding and just going to, you know, put Molodoi back to bed. But I think that Molodoi has already shown being the Rookie of the Year last year, and also how he is just taking the stage that I don't think he's going to be afraid of ZywOo, not at all. And we need to see Molodoi continuing what he's doing, because he needs to go out and challenge ZywOo. He cannot just allow himself to just fall back and then play passive, because Molodoi's strength is what he's doing, and he's showing it time and time again.
A trophy pursued by so many but earned by so few. Tonight, we engrave the 20th name in the Winter Championships history.
चालू हो गया भाई, चालू। इसके जो इवेंट्स है भाई, इनका जो सेरेमनी होता है भाई, सो क्रेजी। Whoa. Like what in the hell would be that crowd, that feeling भाई? एकदम मस्त।
The walls are different, but the pressure is the same. Welcome the mayor of the city of Krakow, Alexander
Bro,
Michalski.
that man, I have seen him some. Whoa. Donk is not there, but now, okay. वो एक्चुअली में उधर सॉन्ग्स बजाते हैं क्या? लाइक भाई कितना एक्सट्रीम होगा। ब्यूटीफुल भाई, ब्यूटीफुल। फटाक से मैं थंडर को पूछता आएगा क्या वो।
I remember while we started the year with Robs, after the first week of practice, I told my CEO of Vitality, we're gonna win Katowice.
I remember that I went to the finals of this tournament and I played against Fnatic at their prime.
Being the last of something to put your name in this.
सो गया भाई, थंडर सोता है रात।
There's a part of me that really wanted to be there as well. I know it's a big task.
Is that fair भाई? रात को कौन
Something
सोता?
is missing. I'm on a stage of my career that I'm not gonna have many.
शर्म
shots.
थंडर, शर्म।
Winning the last ones is great, but now.
देखते आती आ रहे।
क्या रह गया ए?
We are.
अरे भाई शैडो भाई आ गया।
अरे शैडो भाई आ गए। मैं कह रहा हूँ आज तो रेपो खेलेगा क्या?
The only one that I lost was
रेपो
actually
आज मेरा टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है, वो देख रहा हूँ फाइनल्स।
बहुत बढ़िया टूर्नामेंट तेरा घंटा टूर्नामेंट चले।
देख चल रहा है। व्यूअर्स भी देख कितने।
दूसरों को दिखता है देखते।
Against any team, if we play our
दूसरों
game,
खेलते हैं साला
it's
दिखते हैं।
अबे इस पे बढ़िया व्यूज आते हैं यार टूर्नामेंट देखने।
never give me up. Who's gonna make the last
टूर्नामेंट
mistakes
देखने में
and
भाई
who's gonna
कितने
fight more
व्यूज आ
to
रहे
the
हैं? 3
end.
व्यूज आ रहे हैं।
ठीक है, मतलब गेम खेलता हूँ तब कहाँ आते हैं।
बहुत ज़्यादा है भाई आपकी ये। बहुत तगड़ा है भाई आपका ये। क्या बात है भाई। और तो YouTube पे से ही दिखा रहा है, दिख रहा है ना?
हैं?
YouTube पे से टूर्नामेंट ये साला। तेरे पे कॉपीराइट नहीं होता क्या?
क्या?
टूर्नामेंट पे कॉपीराइट नहीं आता?
नहीं ना, इसका नहीं आता जब तक तू बात कर रहा नहीं आता, वरना स्ट्राइक उसी की वजह से पड़ी थी मेरे को। अरे मेरे भाई ने पीछे अरिजीत सिंह का गाना लगा दिया था भाई।
भी लगा दिया क्या फा
पूरा भाई साउंड बोर्ड लगा के बैठा हूँ मैं।
अच्छा तेरे साउंड बोर्ड में है फा
हाँ
मुझे लगा ये तेरा साउंड बोर्ड में है
क्या?
डिस्काउंट पे साउंड बोर्ड ठीक है
ना डिस्काउंट वाला नहीं रे, असली वाला फिजिक। ओ भाई एंट्री वाइटैलिटी का एंट्री।
अच्छा नहीं मेरे फोन की रिंगटोन वो है वो नोटिफिकेशन का वही लगा रखा मैंने। सुबह सुबह उठो नेट खोलो मैच के
पापा और हो गया तेरा वैलो खेल। व्यूज के लिए तू वैलो खेलता है, मैं टूर्नामेंट देखता हूँ।
बट हाँ एक पॉइंट के बाद मुझे लगता है भाई
भाई
अरे वाह हेलो
बोल
कह रहा हूँ मैं माइनक्राफ्ट खरीद रहा हूँ।
खरीद।
यस सर
खरीद ले।
अरे बहुत सस्ती मिलती है भाई 600 रुपये की।
खरीद ले खरीद।
अभी देखो भाई अभी भी कंफर्म पे ही है, अभी पता नहीं कब आएगी। मुझे लग रहा है कहीं ये वैसे ना आ जाए यार।
GTA 6 के लिए पैसे जमा कर ले।
हैं
GTA 6 के लिए पैसे जमा कर ले।
अबे एक हंडी का मेरे उसमें खिलता है दल्ला, क्या बोलते हैं मेरा एक दोस्त है वो वैल याद है?
हाँ व्हील।
वो
Vitality and Furia with destiny in their hands, either the headline in their own story or a footnote in their opponents.
क्या पता भाई खेल रहा हूँ।
अबे मैं पूछा क्या था कि
उसको पूछ उसको कैंसर है क्या? कैंसर वालों को फ्री एक्सेस दे रहे वो लोग। हाँ क्या?
लग रहा है कि क्या है?
अरे मैं दबा रहा हूँ बट बहुत सारे भाई बहुत सारे लगा के।
कहाँ पे मतलब यूज किस लिए कर रहे हैं?
बताता हूँ तेरे को, कल बताता हूँ, कल शाम को आना, तेरे को पूरा सेटअप बताता हूँ। फक भाई आज भाई तेरे को क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा, फ्यूरिया या वाइटैलिटी? बस गेस कर।
फ्यूरिया या वाइटैलिटी? वाइटैलिटी भाई।
भाई जे बात वाइटैलिटी इज द क्लीनेस्ट टीम भाई, वही जीतेगा।
मैं तो तुक्का मार रहा है। तो बता मैं पहली बार ही सोच रहा हूँ।
Left to teach the fangs of Furia under his tutelage have been as sharp as ever, lifting their first
अब अगर जीत गई
मजा आएगा। तुझे सट्टेबाज होना चाहिए फिर।
until the arrival of
मर्दान आ गया मर्दान।
bringing in a new school of thought that this lineup is truly
सब हो रहा है, बस चैनल पे व्यूज नहीं बढ़ रहे।
of contending for the world's best.
And he truly embodies sacrifice, right?
Absolutely, and with Molodoi coming in, I'm sure he sees a little bit of himself in him. Combat topping, flamboyant, explosive.
अबे मैं सोचा चैनल मोनेटाइज होगा, भैंचो स्ट्राइक पड़ गया उससे पहले।
The magic stick.
History repeated or history rewritten. Back-to-back trophies or a 14-year
करके हाँ
feat
इब्लिस गेम है,
finally
इब्लिस खेलनी थी मेरे को, ठीक है?
tonight.
कल
Krakow
खेलता
decides
था
who
उसपे व्यूज
carves
भी आ
their
गए बट वो
name
गेम में
in
बेकार से है।
Counter-Strike legacy.
दूसरी वाली खेलता उसकी, ठीक है? वो खेलने की सोच रहा हूँ तो उस पे मैं जो वो डाउनलोड ही नहीं हो रही है, उसका पता नहीं कोई तो डीएलएल आ रहा है। अब वापस एक दूसरी उससे कर रहा हूँ। अब अगर यहाँ से हो गई 2 घंटा भी दिखा रहा है, हो गया तो ठीक है, नहीं तो भाई मैंने भाई क्या क्रेजी थंबनेल बनाया था।
व्यूज नहीं आ रहे।
मैं ग्रॉक को बस बोला, ग्रॉक से ना बस एक तुक्के में फोटो निकलवाई थी। मतलब भाई इसने जो फोटो निकाल के दी, ये देख, ये देख,
क्या क्या
स्क्रीन शेयर खोल देख, ये ग्रॉक से मैंने बनवाई थी। मतलब मैंने खाली लिखा था कि हाँ उसके लिए चाहिए तो देख लीजिए। से बोला
बढ़िया।
ये देख रहा है।
अभी मैं स्ट्रीम सबको भेज रहा हूँ, रुक।
तो बहुत टाइम से कर रहा होगा। शक्ल देख रहा है इसकी?
क्या?
ये देखना डिस्कॉर्ड पे देख।
डिस्कॉर्ड में देख ही नहीं रहा। रुक।
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ डिस्कॉर्ड देख, ये देख बंदी की शक्ल देख। ये ग्रॉक ने बनाया है और इसको
ओहो
देखिए देखिए ये देख
बढ़िया।
ये देख।
चल भाई टाटा बाय बाय, चालू हो गया भाई फाइनल।
एक और दिखाता हूँ, ये देखिए देखिए देखिए।
On one side of the stage sit the defending champions, the reigning champs here.
थंबनेल जो बनाया था ना वो दिखाता हूँ।
On the other side, FURIA, after going international, after stealing and finding their success at the end of 2025,
देख
now quell
गेम ही
a
नहीं चली है।
decade-long beef with this event for Fallen.
अच्छा तू स्ट्रीम शेयर करेगा?
The most important match of the year so far. Let's at least get everything right. A best of 5.
आदिया
Beginning with strikes favorite cap of Mirage.
आ रहा है एकदम।
And we are live, Krakow.
Come on.
Quite the stack.
Vitality with a clean। पहला राउंड एकदम साफ चाहिए भाई। वहाँ जो दी एपेक्स की पे।
तेरे विटालिटी
मॉड्यूलो
भाई ये क्या हो गया?
What the heck?
पूरी टीम
अरे मार दिया। अरे मार दिया। ये कैसी भविष्यवाणी की भाई तूने?
अरे होगा
His favorite weapon to the young player, but teaching him everything he knew. And still maybe at times
दिया भाई, छोड़ दिया। ये क्या बात है भाई? फ्लेम्सी के सामने बंदा के खड़ा हुआ, वो नहीं मार पाया।
Makes such a run the Molotov has in the last year, but man, isn't just this championship that event? We saw Donk do the same 2 years ago. No better place for it.
भाई ZywOo को भाई क्या खरीदना पड़ गया?
Vitality's pistols have been strugglesome. Where they have excelled is the force buys. Breaking momentum early.
पहला वाला तो ऐसा लग
One
रहा
round in and you're already hearing a lot of support for this FURIA squad. Vitality though, after claiming the top spot last year, they got used to being the villains. Folks sick and tired of their success, seeing them go from strength to strength after the most dominant season CS has ever seen.
ये थी भविष्यवाणी।
And these force buys, well,
आए
looking to silence the FURIA fans early as case
अरे भाई बढ़िया दिख रहा है।
आए हाय
वो भी बन देगा।
फोर्स बाय में इनको हगा दिया भाई। मॉडलो आए घर पे जा, घर पे।
They hate you if you don't win enough. They hate you if you win too much. Vitality don't care what you want.
नहीं भाई आगे नहीं, अब तक आगे गया अभी।
Written in the book.
क्या स्कोर है अभी? 1v1 है ना?
Furia crashing
हाँ,
into
1-1
reality early in this grand final.
अरे पता है तेरे को आदि, आज वो दोनों
कौन?
अरे वो क्षितिज और कृष्ण। वो जो आते थे ना माइनक्राफ्ट की स्ट्रीम के टाइम पे वो लोग।
हाँ ओके। अरे हाँ याद आया। माइनक्राफ्ट खेलती थे भाई,
बहुत खेलते। माइनक्राफ्ट की वजह से तो आया था ये शैडो।
अरे हाँ
हाँ मॉलोडॉय घरी
Slightly looser go at the fourth round here for FURIA as they try and get a feel for this game early.
Apex starting very strong though, right? Looking confident. 3 kills in the second round. 5v4 here. Getting involved. Gonna need to have an uptick in form as well. These captains sidecar.
भाई क्या crazy मारा भाई. Last second. Oh, come on.
Whoa!
By
the god. Fallen, let's see by fall.
He's looking for all three.
Oh,
They're gonna give him another chance. And now
Chal, come on. Maya garam vada pav. Oh, still Fallen takes one by great.
And the force by wars closed out by Vitality.
Good one.
मेरे को वो ZywOo की स्नाइप बहुत क्लीन थे भाई.
2 clean shot मारे एकदम.
बहुत एकदम.
All eyes on ZywOo today.
दूसरा एकदम बहुत
far past crumbling on a stage.
अगर ये हमारे इसमें भाई मॉलड़ा है.
Putting on one of his best performances so far in Krakow. Blowing his rating from last year out of the water. And in fact,
what do you think, Chet?
That firepower Robs and Flamesy.
क्या लगता है सबसे वन ऑफ प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच एमवीपी
क्या
easy for FURIA.
कौन एमवीपी देगा?
ZywOo.
First couple of rounds, it's not going to get much better.
ZywOo और रॉब्स भाई मेरे को तो लगता है वाइटैलिटी जीतेगा. वाइटैलिटी जीता तो ZywOo मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ये रहेगा MVP. ओके द नेड ओ
अरे ZywOo come on अरे 2-3
वो घरी जावा घरी
clean round.
Off the back of a force by a couple of low econ rounds for FURIA, but 2 deaths in 3 rounds combined. Vitality controlling the economy, feeling good while they do so. FURIA have to get moved in now in this first buy. Because remember, while it's not just legacy and a trophy and a championship and a title worth defending, it's revenge for Vitality. FURIA beating them back to back.
भाई now it's a full buy round. देखते हैं अब कौन जीतता है that matter.
अरे वाइटैलिटी जीतेगा.
पता है
पहले ब्राजील होगा 7-2 होगा. और देख प्रेडिक्ट कर रहा हूं 7-2 जरूर होगा.
चल ठीक है 7-2 गाइस. 3 लोगों में से कितने लोगों को लगता है कि 7-2 होगा?
A scrap here as really getting curious, playing ballsy from the word go of this grand final. He's ended up
bye
prediction हो गया था.
No idea.
वो भाई एपेक्स अंदर एकदम अंदर.
This could be a disaster. Apex, does he take the shot? CZ still on a platter right here.
Whoa, come on.
Oh भाई clean. इधर गेम
Apex just fucking the.
हां भाई.
देखा भाई बहुत क्लीन
क्या क्लीन था भाई एपेक्स 2 में
मेरे को इससे वाइटैलिटी बहुत अच्छा लगा क्योंकि उनका गेम प्ले पिन पॉइंट एक्यूरेसी सब क्लीन
कम ऑन रॉब्स बेबी
फॉरेन मारेगा पे मत मारेगा
Such a strong start from Vitality's old boy, their veteran.
ना फॉरेन नहीं जीतता
old boy their veteran
and he's firmly left
wow clean मारा
wow
muscling away
भाई ये बंदा और फादर लगता है
for real Apex is the aura farmer
भाई देखना भाई कितना डोमिनेटिंग बनता है डोमिनेटिंग
no rounds getting no kills in the last 4
इतना भी भाई उससे 2 किल लूटा है ना
भाई उनके बंदे नहीं मर रहे वाइटैलिटी की
एग्जैक्टली बंदे अरे उनका गेम प्ले वो टैंक भी कर रहे हैं अच्छे से एक्यूरेसी भी कर रहे हैं परफेक्ट कॉम्बिनेशन भाई it's like
now they know why they are called Vitality क्या लिखा है time to give kids a lesson yep
conversation of whether they could be up for
the
task in Budapest yes another
oh Apex too strong yep
हाँ for real भाई वो crazy बंदा है भाई
yes
but this is more than
एकदम
just a match
साक्सूक्स
for
करने की
Vitality's
मूड में हो एकदम
तो उसकी अपोजिंग टीम है वो इतना विकसित ही नहीं इन लोगों की.
Sid with a timeout, Fallen credited him in a lot of rounds, saving Furia.
स्टिल उनका ये राउंड तो सेव रहेगा, मतलब ये राउंड मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ये लोग जीतने.
हाँ
ओके ओके व्हाट द हेक, व्हाट द नाइस वन भाई, क्या राउंड था भाई, फ्लेम्जी ने पूरी मार. ओ भाई भाई
अभी 7-1 7-2 7-1 ही हो मेरे को तो लगता है 7-2
ये क्या करे. टू गुड भाई, एक्सट्रीमली गुड. ये ऐसा मेरे साथ 2 साल में एक बार हुआ. उसको वो लोग उन्होंने मॉली डाला ताकि उसको जला के हिला सके, वो घंटा हिला.
फ्लेम्स ने 3 किल एंड भाई और 2 असिस्ट, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट 5 जनों को डैमेज किया भाई.
वही भाई एक्सट्रीम
भाई 7-1 अब तो फिर 7-2 भी नहीं लग रहा. अब देख कैसे ना, एक बार तुमने अपना जो रहता है ना दिमाग में मन कैप्चर कर लिया तो फिर भाई मेरे को ही लगता है कि माहौल सेट हो.
ओके ओके
कुछ भी कर, येलो ज्यादा फंबल जरूर करेगा. देखिए फंबल किया, बोला ना फंबल किया,
फंबल किया भाई.
इधर भी देख इनके प्लेयर्स ना देख हिले हुए, उनका मूवमेंट ज्यादा है.
मॉलडा इज ग्रेट भाई, वो छोड़ता नहीं.
नहीं चुपता, बट कैसे ना सिचुएशन किसने देखी है. हाँ अब देख बस एक पीक गेम
ओके 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 रॉब्स
ओके 7-2 और
See the fake ready. Does Messi hold his guard?
Come on. अब
ओके मेसी नोस भाई, मेसी को पता है इधर ही आएंगे बोलो.
In quiet desperation, Messi.
Messi, come on
भाई मेसी,
don't fumble.
बस तुझे 4 लोगों को मारना है और कुछ नहीं. कम ऑन भाई, कम ऑन मेसी.
ओ देखो बता, जब तू जंप एंड ये करता है तो ओ लुक हो गया स्पॉट हो गया. ओ वाह,
व्हाट द
What the
नहीं
ग्रिप आ गई भाई, ग्रिप आ गई. ये पंजी सोच करना पड़ेगा आगे.
हो गया ठीक है चलेगा. एक राउंड बच्चों को एक राउंड जीतने दिया.
अभी तो 7-2 इससे तो बोला.
हाँ भाई 7 भाई. पैसा देख भाई, तू पैसा देख सामने वालों के पास. 11,000 14,000 10,000 12,000 9,000.
Oh my god,
चूस लिया भाई, चूस लिया. ठीक स्टिल भाई, कम ऑन ब्यूटी भाई, ब्यूटी.
They know Vitality were controlling this game. They know money is not going to be a question here. We have players of 14k before buy.
You know I love
so there's going to be orbs, and there's going to be orbs for some time here. Molodoi happy to take those head-to-heads though. And FURIA happy to give him the room to find picks.
Oh, clean.
Molodoi certainly left an impression.
Molodoi great one भाई. Molodoi is a great.
But let's see भाई, अभी क्या वो उतना प्रेशर कैसे हैंडल कर पाते हैं, स्टेबलाइजेशन आता है
वही
वरना फिर अपन वाइटलिटी चिल्लाएंगे एंड फिर वाइटलिटी आ गई. ओप में जानते हैं एक पीक एक दो बंदा डाउन है. ओह ZywOo
fuck you Molodoi, fuck you in the ass.
भाई ZywOo का नाइस मेरे को कभी डिसअपॉइंट नहीं करता. Come on. देख थोड़ा
oh giving it up to just anyone.
Earn that right. Vitality sit back comfortable.
Oh man, I'm really hoping for 70. I just need it. I can smell it.
7-2 भाई, 7-2. Come on. बस 2 राउंड. ये नल्ले लोग.
मैं खुद को ट्रीट दूंगा.
No kills right now in this T side.
चोको नहीं दे सकता तो क्या हो? इसको तो दे सकता.
क्या देगा? चोको देगा क्या?
अरे नहीं यार, इसको वो आसन नहीं करने.
As they will have to retake.
ओफा.
Come on guys, come on.
सब एक जगह भाई. Oh fuck. Responsibility here being the player out through mid, chance to cut down the rotations.
Vitality already ahead of this, playing out.
Oh,
Start कर दे प्लान
whoa. Okay.
एक्सचेंज
Oh no. Come on, ZywOo. Come on. Man.
हाँ पिक अप भाई पिक अप
Okay, plant हो गया, ठीक है. Still doable. 3v.
नहीं फॉलन पोजीशन बहुत अच्छी है वो तो पिक ओ फॉलन फंबल किया भाई जैसे फॉलन ने फंबल
Oh yeah, yes.
एक्सट्रीम फंबल लेट्स गो दैट हिट आ गया वैसे
Fallen off the angle, giving ZywOo control. If Fallen doesn't move, probably hits that shot. And it's a very different round, but no, Vitality pieced together a post plants with the man advantage, slow and steady. Good punish on the plant as well. Stressful start to this game for FURIA. Nothing has gone right so far.
बोल मैं खुश हो गू मैं हग दिया just one more round Apex
बोल रहा हूं 2.7
oh whoa ZywOo भाई the pickup
मेरे आंखों में ना होली वाटर चले जाता है जैसे मैं ZywOo को टाइप करते हुए ओ फक दो बंदे उठ के
ना
इक्वलाइजर नहीं टेंशन ना ले मित्र कर लेंगे हैंडल
Against this team of all,
come on
मेरी नजर नहीं आती
come on they are gay
हां है वो कौन तो और अभी मेरे को मजा आ रहा है 3v3 है नहीं 3v4 है
3v4
टेंशन नहीं बस दो अबे फ्लेम्स है
मेरे को और मजा आया
हां फ्लेम्स है मैंने फ्लेम से बैठ किया One flame, don't disappoint me, man. That it मेरे सामने है.
The slowdown just to really try and figure this one out. Grouping up now.
नहीं होता तभी भी खाऊंगा वैसे तो.
This stack from Vitality, it leaves them one player to worry about.
मेरा पास.
as his activation has opened up a chance.
Flames in a good position, but going to need to get a lot from it. There's the lineup.
Whoa. Yes. Fuck them in the ass.
This one
ही मैं बोला था ना फ्लेम्स
Why? Flames ही भाई flames.
was played to dodge it.
फ्लेम्स जी मैं
Yes.
अभी 70
Doesn't even need to be
70 हो गया भाई.
corner by the molly. He
एंड
steps
मैंने
up
बोला ना
to
फ्लेम्स
take
से
the
बैठ कर
third
भाई
fight,
फ्लेम्स नहीं मारा भाई लेट्स गो
forcing it
I
all the
W.
way.
I'm
Man
God,
down,
भाई.
FURIA take too long. And these
देखा
rounds have
मेरी
been
bowling
maybe
कितनी
slow
सच है.
to a fault here for
मानता है
FURIA.
ना
The fast ones
एकदम भाई,
are
एकदम
getting
मानता.
caught by good multi-kills, but now
क्या वो लोग क्या हग रहे थे क्या चुम्मा चाटी कर रहे थे क्या वो
force a stack, get
भाई
aggressive on
मेरे
the
को
flank,
खुशी हो रही थी
push to win the round.
Issues of Yukindo getting shut down so
Clean,
early
bhai,
in this
clean.
matchup. He was
अभी
instrumental in that
अभी तो
series yesterday over Team
IEM
Spirit.
Krakow.
Had some fantastic rounds, applied a lot of pressure, but here
मेरी
he's been
bowling नहीं
tamed.
गलत
And if you kind of slow his role, you lose a lot of the aggression. The only other guy offering it has been Molodoi, and he's not been
Can't
fruitful
take him.
in these opening fights.
I mean, when Yukindo pops off FURIA with
भाई
trophies,
Molodoi
right, we
can
talk
kill,
about Molodoi,
but
this guy
Molodoi
is the
won't kill.
hammer.
He
the
is
guy
gay.
at the front of the pack, cracking open
He
bomb
is.
sites, giving you rounds.
Flames coming into this off the back of a highlight in the last. Might be required to step up again. He's got support this time.
मजा आया ना?
ZywOo, and so for him, it's just about catching the spillover. Anyone that survives getting past this.
ZywOo भाई ZywOo सफा चट मार चुद देता है.
भाई ZywOo पे कभी भी बैठ कर सकते हो
Okay.
डोंट वरी अब ना देख मैं तेरे को बताता हूँ फ्लो कब टूटता है ना जब तेरा देख फ्लो टूटता है फायरिंग करता है ना जब फ्लो नहीं टूटेगा बट तेरा एक फायरिंग बंद हुआ ना तेरा फ्लो टूटता है
Uses that info, finishes the job.
It's
Vitality
pressure
on
build होता है.
fire at the moment. 8 CT rounds. FURIA cannot get a grip on this game. They want the pistol. Broken now. Nothing to show for it.
मैं तो खुश हूँ भाई मैं तो
Chumeshwari round
Are they really gonna force?
I can beat ZywOo in 1v1 by FURIA. Welcome Molodoi.
Okay for Yuri, Galil for Molodoi.
Nice,
Desperation
Marix.
for FURIA
What the fuck
as
is Marix?
Vitality look for a sickening opening half to this grand
अरे
final.
Oh, bhai. Okay, come on. Gold. Come on, bhai. Come on. Still, bhai. गुड बाय भाई। उसको पता है उसको ये ग्लव्स मिलते हैं एक्चुअल में।
इसको
अब जो ये बंदा है ना, इस पे उन्होंने रोक के वो ग्लव्स घुमाए, तो उसको वो मिलते हैं इन गेम। वो लिटरल भाई 1-1.5 लाख 2 लाख के होते। क्रेजी।
हाँ भाई क्रेजी। अपन भी जा सकते हैं ना।
हाँ हाँ कोई भी जा सकता।
अरे वाह।
I mean, this stopped being a strong start and just became a dominant half a long time ago. Down to another broken force by for FURIA as they're left clutching at straws here, hoping to get anything at the end of this T side.
This is cheeky. It could mean something. Yakinda through the smoke. They're going to see the execute, but that leaves Flames with his back turned. Yakinda needs to activate soon because Flames might have another multi.
No way.
Whoa, whoa, what the fuck with Flames by Flames? I love you. Love you. Maya should.
Flames is a G भाई.
Stood tall and delivered. And with so many players starting in top form at full vitality, FURIA have run out of room on the half.
Come on, bye.
Passed by in an instant.
I mean, what a position. What an unorthodox position to commit. And FURIA pop through a smoke. Flames just flings them aside. Makes it look easy.
How the heck is Flames so powerful भाई? मतलब अगर उसके सामने स्मोक है और कोई आ रहा है तो वो मान छोड़ेगा ही भाई। So clean.
Yakinda, who is last alive there, that's not where you want him. Tries to force it first again in middle. Leaving it to luck. Smoke spam and vitality evade. Abandoning mid. And again forcing FURIA to execute. Because so far none of them have been successful.
I love Donk. हाँ भाई तेरे को डोंक पसंद होगा बट डोंक अभी नहीं है तो डोंक माच उधर ठीक है। अभी फ्लेम्स है, अभी है रॉब्स, अभी है एपेक्स। टॉक अबाउट राइट नाउ भाई जो ब्रिटिश और फ्रेंच का जो मिश्रण है, आ हा 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 चुंबन की है भाई। ओ ये इतना स्प्रे जे बात भाई। फ्लेम्स इज लाइक तुम्ही अभी माच।
To defend this A bomb site, FURIA might have lurked through, but dealing with Flames has been no easy task.
Oh, okay. They take Flames. ठीक है, still ठीक.
Give this lurk a case to run. Ops has just turned on him.
I think he's caught off.
Come on.
This is vitality.
अरे हगला.
Down and out for the count at the end of map 1.
This should not be a kill for ZywOo.
Okay. That was never a killer for Zy.
Yuri's done what he can to provide, but there's still more that required.
Okay.
Follow-up shot for Yuri. Now you look at Busy. Usually very calm under pressure, meant to deliver and but can't get around that.
ठीक है 7-2 के बाद देना।
It's not a lot for FURIA right now. They're living
7-2 के बाद है तो ठीक है।
अभी 9-4 होगा and फिर vitality जीत जाएगी।
जी बात। हाफ टाइम गाइस।
हर दिन दिवाली नहीं होती बट स्टिल बोलूंगा
हर दिन इनका भोसड़ा हो जाए।
हाँ
आया मैं 1 मिनट में रुक। बच्चे भाई सब फ्यूरिया सब बच्चे इसके सामने।
अब बच्चे
मेरे को लगा था कि स्पिरिट और वाइटैलिटी का मैच बट नहीं हुआ भाई।
तू भी खाना खा रहा है? तू भी खाना खा रहा है?
हाँ
मैं भी खाना खा रहा हूँ। बढ़िया। आज कौन सा मैच है?
ये फाइनल्स है,
ओह क्या बात कर रहा है?
इसलिए तो इतना हाइप्ड अप हूँ मैं।
मैं फाइनल प्रेडिक्ट कर रहा हूँ। वाह
भाई ऐसा 10 साल बाद इसको ऐसा लोग बोलेंगे कि जिसने ये देखा था वो कितना लकी रहा होगा। वै
ओह अगर समझा प्लीज।
भाई मैं जब से देखना शुरू किया टूर्नामेंट में एक छोड़ा नहीं है।
में बहुत फन है। तो उधर बैठ के देखने में अलग चीज है,
एकदम भगवान वाला फीलिंग आता रहेगा भाई उधर।
समझ तू वाइटलिटी के लिए सपोर्ट करने वाला फाइनल मैन तो वाइटलिटी दूसरी है।
वो लिटरली पता है वो वैसा है कि भाई आईपीएल में भाई सीएसके मुंबई हो रहा है, वैसा ही है।
वाइटलिटी के बाद नेक्स्ट टीम किसको मानते हैं?
क्या
वाइटलिटी के बाद तू कौन सा टीम के लिए चेयर करेगा?
डिपेंड्स भाई। अब सिंपल आया था तो बीसीजी को कर रहा था मैं, फिर तो वाइटलिटी भी नहीं। बट स्टिल भाई मेरे को डोंक वाला स्पिरिट बहुत पसंद। वैसे तो फ्यूरिया भी अच्छा है बट नहीं, स्पिरिट डोंक की वजह से। The half time over.
Oh. Let's go.
For Furia, this was a chance to leave their legacy.
Next match.
For Fallen to take a trophy eluding him for 10 years. For a chance to swing at the king. For Vitality, it is just another day on the big stage. More than enough chances in this first half. Vitality run away with a dominant defense.
To be crazy, bhai. Yes, he got the gloves.
Now, right, the slow start from Yakindar, 1-11. K-Serato,
Let's
who
go,
has been the rightful power at the heart of Furia, never getting going. Molodoi getting shut down as he sought out those openers in that first half. And across the board, it's strong stuff from every member of Vitality.
Bye, bye.
If this pistol gets away from you, you're looking at a very dominant opening map to this grand final. One that it will be hard to recover from for Furia. Push out into the A site, Vitality, they've got control. They're going to have a bomb plant here. It's onto a retake.
So much control as well. The only
okay.
is no util. You'd love a deep smoke city. You'd love a
मैं अभी भी सोच रहा था कि भाई टेररिस्ट में फ्यूरिया है, इसलिए मैं ओके कहने लग गया।
So this is a fight for CT and Furia are coming in.
You've just got to scrap. You got this flanking player that you're trying to lend some time to, but Molodoi won't even have a chance.
Okay. Oh. No.
Now it's just corpses. Molodoi plays it forward. Don't let this get away from you.
No.
A chance to catch your breath, a sigh of relief for Furia, and a final second defuse coming through. But we saw the same in the first half, so I refuse to get ahead of myself. A force buy surely imminent here for the Team Vitality.
Yeah, this scoreline saying that they've won both pistols for the side of Fury almost makes it feel worse. No margin for error now. You've got to convert this one, and you know Vitality are putting money in. You know they're going to take another swing at you before you get those freebie rounds.
Coming into
Vitality is
Vitality had won 50% of these second rounds after losing pistol. It's not meant to be a 50-50 round. Players like ZywOo, players like Flames, increase your odds astronomically. Backs turned, FURIA aren't ready, Vitality are walking in.
Yeah, you're just going to get the contact play out. No one's watching this. No one's thinking you've got the gall to do this. The drop down may be heard by Yuri as he puts his attention back out towards the site.
क्या हुआ भाई? अरे बोला 9-4 हो गया.
Now a chance for him to punish.
Hello.
Molodoi even dealing with Flames on that swing. They weren't able to convert on this pistol in the first half. Here they've got a 5v3.
Hello.
Can the ZywOo backstab change things? For now, waiting, seeing if he can catch someone moving late to the party. Robs deals with the first man in. And the more success these players in the side have, the less pressure on ZywOo to get involved. Now there's no choice in the round. Falls on his shoulders. Oh, they're spinning, they're giving him fight. Serato stops him in his tracks.
Nah.
And again, the last second defuse for FURIA. Getting by narrowly, but getting by all the same.
Getting a great
Mario इधर क्यों है बड़ा?
Fury right now. He was the one surprise player to go missing against Team Spirit on this very map in that semi-final. He had nothing going for him. Could not hold his sight. It was exploited time and time again. Still FURIA won the map without him. Well, now he is the one guy standing true, standing tall here for FURIA. Trying to believe in this comeback step by step. Hard part done. Grenades go in window, but avoided for the most part. Molodoi in danger. Needs to get out of here. Oops. All the same, Vitality walk down mid.
Oh भाई, finally back. वो लाइन से मरेंगे लोग. कौन है फ्लेम से? नहीं. लाइन से मरेंगे लोग.
लाइन से मर.
Again, Yuri might have to put up numbers here.
But
Towards the sandwich, he's got players all around him. Nowhere's
वो
comfortable.
मारो ना एक बंदे को मारो ना.
अरे मैं भूल गया भाई. अरे यार मैं भूल गया. मेरे को अभी भी तेरे दिखते हैं ये लोग.
It was clean. They weren't letting kills happen. FURIA are getting out by the skin of their teeth. You feel like one more shot coming in for Vitality, and these rounds are theirs. Terrifying. Never a chance to breathe here in this CT side now for FURIA. Their money still hangs in the balance. Vitality's first fall by coming through. ZywOo, you don't see this every day. A glass orb, a guy who is fine to rifle when the rounds call for it. He brings it straight into this gun round.
Knows if there's an AWPer out there who's going to give him the head-to-head, going to give him the fights. It exists on the other side of the stage in Molodoi.
And he's been besting him time after time in this map.
वो पहले ही predict करना चाहिए था Vitality जीते.
I've got to be ready because they're already out here in middle Molodoi. They're in behind him and he's still very committed to this lower hold.
Epic,
seeing a player in the apartments, well, that's only going to keep Molodoi more wary, more cautious about this lower control.
Super risky. No
Aimbot,
mid for FURIA. They're going to start to move closer. Molodoi will have to move further. Perfect.
Let's go. अरे
not
fuck.
even looking.
अरे मैं भूल जाता हूँ. Doctor terrorist नहीं है.
For a while, they're close to him now. Going to try.
अरे क्या हो रहा है भाई? Thank God.
Who finds them both?
Oh, nice one.
Chaotic in the mid smokes.
हेलो आदि खाने में
And the
हो गया.
advantage secured at the hands of the captain. 15 and 10.
आदि खान क्यों है?
The
मंथन
word
फंस
go
जाएगी.
Apex has been a force to be reckoned with in this game.
आदि.
Now finally getting something done.
आदि. मारो. Oh fuck.
Connects on a ZywOo.
आदि.
And so let's see how Fallen fares. Others have tried and failed.
Back.
Holds on here at
भाई
हक दिया प्लांट कर दे.
1v1 भाई.
1v2 ये प्लांट कर देगा तो जीत जा.
Out behind the bench. They know
Apex, come on.
That nade's big, forces them forward.
मर गया fuck.
Yakindar shuts it down.
Not
Apex's moment to play as
Green है रे भाई. Green है.
एकदम green है भाई.
हाँ ना.
Get out barely.
तूने मेरा स्किन बता दिया ना. मेरा उड़ गया भाई.
हाँ.
सबका
सब उड़ गया.
मैंने आज पता है किसको ट्रेड किया. मैं अभी रैप खाया जो. मजा आ गया.
after that first
Apex क्या घुसा?
still believing so much so
हाँ
it's
क्रेजी
forced
था
Vitality's first time
टेररिस्ट की तरह घुसा है वो वैसे तो ये बंदा ऐसा लगता है कि अभी रो देगा
मॉलिड है भाई मॉलिड
for Team
क्रेजी है
Vitality.
अरे अरे क्या क्रेजी ब्रो देखा
देखना वो फेड
हाँ
उसको
ना
दिखा फिर इस पे भाई ज्यादा हो गया 7-2 से 7 नहीं
This pressure all
अरे
game
यार
really. Timeout called in.
Girls left us
Ahead of it. Have they left
Fallen
it late? This is a 4-round streak
doesn't
out of Furia.
ए
And even though the rounds have been
Apex,
close, we
Apex.
haven't been sitting here feeling like they're super comfortable.
Molodai
You're
good.
on the
Fuck
edge
you,
of your
Apex.
seat throughout them. That round count is still going
Molodai
up.
उसके
The
मुन्ना
gap
बस
is still
इतनी
closing.
मॉलिड का वो तू देखता ना मजा आ जाता था
Game is still very much on.
ओके
Fury, the guy for this CT side right now.
एंट्री का नाम फ्लेम्स ही है तो किसी और को मत दो
Vitality
एंड
want to test him,
मैजी करेगा तो अच्छा नहीं लगता
हाँ
popping into his sight.
फ्लेम भाई घुस के मारता है भाई
He's immediately given up room, leaving this one to a retake. Looks to be the answer for Furia. Knew this was a possibility.
अबे यार ये लाइन में मरेगी फक ये लाइन
यप यप यप
Goes it alone.
ना 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 एक और बढ़वाए
Him and
No, 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 no.
Case steal that advantage straight back. Far from comfortable of Vitality. They're a man down here. These smokes will start fading soon. They've
Come on,
got
come on,
that
come on,
bomb
come on.
planted. And all the
Okay,
while,
okay.
Q's been
Oh.
closing in.
दिस इज व्हाट फकिंग मैन
So aware.
ZywOo
Barrel spotted, fallen sight.
Ah.
ZywOo takes him.
ZywOo.
He's going to force a reposition.
Come on,
Robs
everybody.
goes
Oh,
for the flash,
nice
and
one.
it is
Drop.
perfection. Low health, still Vitality excel. A 3v2 that
Rotate
Furia
करेंगे
want
ना
nothing to do with. These close rounds, these casualties, they are costly.
ओ मैजिक रेडी
Furia
भाई
throw
और
in the
मैजिक
towel. If they want to buy, they need these guns. And Vitality know that.
मैजिक पूरा दुनिया घूम के आ रहा है Oh, let's go.
Excellent synergy from Vitality.
Let's
Even
go,
just
Ali.
Robs waiting
वाह भाई
that
वाह
extra second in
क्या
the
round
Molotov. Wins the round.
Best
मजा आ
OPS in the world.
ओबीएस इन
क्या मस्त शॉट था भाई ZywOo का आया मैं क्या रुक वो
क्या किल
Might be returned to the pace.
अरे 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 अरे
Like a breakthrough with an A-side set piece, playing it a little faster did Vitality. This time they set up in the apartments. Feeling like they can just break through these defenses. Flash play to open up for Yakinda. Gives him a taste of their own medicine, but how do you get out here? Got to deploy that smoke, hope it keeps him alive, and it will. Just barely holding on is Yakinda. Now he's a nuisance in this position, but a nuisance they have trapped in a box. Damage done the other way for Fallen. They are giving chase, trying to come through and battle for this control. No.
Oh wow wow.
Throw everything but the kitchen sink to clear out this space.
Freeze, okay? Some chaos has happened. Furia have taken space. Vitality don't watch their back. Rob's caught back turn.
क्या रे
Every
Rob?
day you see that.
क्या गुंडा बनेगा तू
Three v2, but up against Vitality, these are deceptively tricky rounds. ZywOo and Flames top the charts for Vitality.
I mean, Molodoi been getting hyper aggressive. Now he has to hold on 20 seconds solo in his bomb site. He has to take one with him, or at least survive for the post plant. Getting nothing here is just what Vitality need.
Late in the day, bomb plant.
Molodai
Very little time left. as
mala
those
mala
numbers
mala
get
mala
plugged
mala
in.
mala
Even
mala
though
dai
it is
mala
going
mala
to find some damage.
Oh, no.
You still have the bomb to play around.
Here it is.
First kill of the 2-on-3 comes through. ZywOo with the spot.
Okay.
Taken
अबे
down
यार
by
मैं इतना देर से
Finally
म्यूट पे था
taking it
मजाक
to
कर रहा
Epic.
था
And you
वो
remember
fuck
Flames.
फ्लेम यार
And
कम
this guy has been full of these multi-kills. This
यार
is the
मैं
clutch
से
that
इसको
breaks
था
the back of Furia, that puts you
अगर बॉम्ब प्लांट
in
नहीं
the
किया तो
winning
फिर
position on
काउंटर
Mirage.
टेरर
The
जीत
Flames can
जाएंगे
pick it up now.
अगर तू सबको
This
मार
one
देगा
might
तो
be
नहीं
over.
जीत.
The comeback might be thwarted.
ओके
And
अरे
JC
हाँ बट
Rato doesn't know
मार नहीं
where to
पाए
look. Flames gonna take it
Oh,
to position.
कम
They
ऑन कम
allow
ऑन
Come
कम
on,
ऑन
जे
Flames
बात,
to fight.
जे बात.
That's
जे
the fear, that's the
कम
doubt.
ओ
In.
ओह, ये
वाह
देख इसको.
And that is just a
वाह
back-breaking
सेलिब्रेट
round
किया
for
वाई
Furia.
फ्लेम्स यार
That round
फ्लेम्स
so
भी
प्लेयर से
चैंपियन
dominated
ज्यादा
like
वो
that.
सरप्राइज है.
Not every time,
हाँ
but taking everyone with him
अरे
in
भाई
that
इतना फास्ट
2v4.
That was great भाई, that was great. क्या देखना
हाँ
kills
भाई
देख. धाप
भाई फ्लेम्स नाम में ही
मस्त
फ्लेम्स है भाई उसके
भाई. आग लगा दी, आग लगा दी, आग लगा.
And
आग
Furia
लगा
have to
आग
figure
लगा
it out
वो एक मेरे को साउंड बोर्ड में ऐड
with
करना
just a
पड़ेगा.
gun here and there.
अरे साउंड में अभी क्या किया है
Okay, Serato lived, so Monaco
ओ
could
भाई
buy. Getting
crazy
out with that orb is something for Furia.
ओ भाई दिमाग
But
खराब
can they
है
stop a Vitality on the warpath?
मॉडल है कॉकटेल लॉल.
नहीं
Fuck you,
यार
मॉडल
ये
है.
मेरे
That
खत्म हो
inescapable
रहे
feeling you've let this one slip.
11-7
Just
9-11
two
चाहिए
more
मेरे
rounds.
को,
Just
9-11
two more rounds. नहीं नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. मैं नहीं हूँ उसको. ग्रीनरी.
देख पहले फिर अभी
ग्रीनरी.
देख अभी पहले 9-11 होगा फिर जीत जाएंगे
No mistake if there is to
नहीं
be
यार.
hope for Furia.
Greenery supports for vitality. Then we support for vitality.
Okay, भाई, sorry भाई.
Your star rifler,
Oh,
your
Malada.
star all prodigy.
मोमेंट दिखा रहा
अरे
है.
Last year.
अरे
There's your Kindle
फ्लेम्स मर गया
फ्लेम्स
स्टार्टिंग में
ईगल से मर गया तू.
उसकी आग ही बुझा दी भाई स्टार्टिंग में आग बुझा दी उसके बाद अरे अभी लगता है 9-11 होके रहेगा
Vitality perhaps get ahead of themselves. Damage
9-11
done to
होके रहेगा
ZywOo.
मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता मैं फिर से नहीं कर सकता बोली हुई मैं बोली हुई फिर से नहीं कर सकता फास्ट क्या मारा बड़े
And right when
Bully
you're
हो रहा
ready
भाई.
to write them off,
भाई मैं बोली हो गया ZywOo का एचपी बहुत कम है वो हिट्स नहीं ले सकता लेजेंड वन हिट है ZywOo मेरे से ही मर जाएगा
And this might just be a very drawn out save.
ZywOo
Vitality
इधर
always
दो
a
किल
team
होगा
down to
तो
make these
बहुत बड़ी बात है
2vx's interesting. But you're in no
ZywOo
position to
is
do so. You
ZywOo.
don't have the bomb.
ले सकता है भाई.
Don't have any map control.
ले
ZywOo
सकता
मतलब तुम बस ऑपर को मार दो या 2-3 लोगों को मार दो बस है. क्योंकि नहीं बे फक. इनके पास भी
So
पैसा
you
नहीं.
just gotta let this one simmer.
हाँ
I wonder what the call
oh,
was there, 'cause
fuck,
it was a
but
pace
he-
change
right.
for Flames to get fast short, perhaps get into ladder, but it's one thing to lose him to this Deagle, it's another thing for Rob.
क्या
to
मारा
just
भाई,
get
क्या
out,
मारा.
क्लीन शॉट है भाई
ये देख नेड फटा.
getting more control
बूम
on
फट.
middle from from Furia.
स्मोक हटा दिया भाई
क्लीन एकदम क्लीन.
Double setup, close ramp, and it
मुझे
all
लगता है
goes
9-11
wrong.
होगा
Come on.
I mean, this is just, you know, this is the cleanest round Furia have won
Oh.
on this CT side. 5
ये
players
save कर
still
रहे
alive
क्या?
at the end of it. They haven't done that yet.
ये तो होगा नहीं ये होगा
And so it's not just the most unlikely of wins, it's their cleanest one. A chance to make a bit of
क्यों
money,
कर रहे
chance to
थे
try
वो?
and set yourselves up in this half.
मेरे पास एक आधी बहुत चुम्मेश्वरी डायरी आई है बे.
Could have chased ZywOo, that
क्या
might
बात
get
कर
him
रहे हो
away.
मतलब?
Furia are
तेरे को मैं
fine
फोटो
with it.
भेजता हूँ.
ये सेव किया है ना
5 alive
हाँ
round
हाँ
with their map pick
अभी भेजिए,
hanging
अभी
in the
भेजिए।
balance.
अभी भेजू.
कितना 9-11 ही हो रहा है वैसे भी तो अपने को 9 नहीं देखने का
Vitality feel like they have to buy just to try and match what's saved.
इससे व्हाट्सएप पे भेजेगा क्या इंस्टा पे मेरे को
ZywOo
व्हाट्सएप पर.
ओके
attempt
Oh!
Molotov late
Oh!
on the flick. It's
ZywOo ने
ZywOo to
क्या
find
kill
his
उठाया?
opening instead
Wow.
atop the stairs.
वो
It's
ZywOo
Yuri
भाई.
dead.
ZywOo extreme.
Not the player you want to lose. Yuri's been the one guy full of these heroic plays for Furia, down to get the multi-kills, down to be a difference maker. And so you are going to feel the burn of having him be the first to fall in this round.
And even that eye test from Molotov, not great. They're missing that shot.
क्या
They're gonna
diary?
push him up in the B apartments and go for an A stack. At least numbers favor Furia in this
Very
site.
fucking colourful.
Vitality are coming in nonetheless.
किंगो
Savage भाई Savage.
वाह
I'll wait for these smokes to fade. But in a
Come
moment's
on.
time, Furia will feel the
Come
full weight
on.
of this exec, the full weight of the
come
push.
on
Gonna Leave it to ZywOo to try and get the
Come on,
round
come
started.
on.
Dynamite by CS2 भाई. CS2 go. CS2 go भाई. What the
क्या
fuck?
बोल रहा है भाई? क्या बोल रहा है भाई? फंबल कर रहा है. ओ, किल उठाया भाई. ओ, 2 किल उठा. फक, अपनी टीम में को
Cosera to 6. Cosera to फिर उठा.
9-11 हो ही गया मतलब.
Knock.
ठीक है. अरे नोकू कर हो साला. ओ गाइस. 9-11 आदि बोला था.
9-11
भाई, come on. Here comes the plane.
7-2 हुआ था. अभी vitality
have met their match here in this grand final, a game that looks like it's going all the way towards the depths of regulation.
बोलो
A
अभी ओपन
9-3
में.
lead.
तू भेजा फोटो.
नहीं भेजा.
Another swing for it here with pistols. And perhaps an 8 stack. Dodged. Seen that one before.
बहुत ज़्यादा sexy diary है मेरे
There's a
लिए.
lot of numbers in mid on the back of that, and you might just look to try and fight them here. It's only these pistols to worry about. K-Serato and Yakinda still look keen. Just going to try and stop the spillover, this flood through the connector. You've had problems containing it before.
मस्त है.
बाजू में सब sticky notes इधर मार उधर.
ऊपर अटैच भी है भाई. क्रेजी भाई.
Yakinda with one hell of a catch.
Oh भाई. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bye. Vitality.
And now it's a one-round game.
And you credit Vitality for resilience last year, because so many
It was
times they
fucking
showed us they
2-7.
were down but not out. So many times they came
Apex
back
was
even in
solid.
grand finals in 5th map. Look at FURIA do the same. Yakinda had 1 kill on his T side. He is 15-15. The resurgence and recovery from FURIA is across the board.
ओ भाई ये बच्चे से लग रहा है.
And Vitality with continual forces, forced to save, now won't even have this orb into the final buy.
You know who will have an extra orb floating around though with all this money and all these clean rounds?
भाई crazy but crazy
gets
map.
to play his. Fallen brings out the second orb for FURIA. This is an expensive buy. It's one that FURIA like to lean to on this Mirage, and it's something it looked like they were never going to get to have on the back of a 9-3 half.
Hello.
But that's what having a second win does for you. That's what getting some of these cleaner rounds does. Gives Fallen more options, more to play with.
Brute force out mid here. Damage done to ZywOo. Yakinda, fearless, continuing to fight up short. At one point, the FURIA call off that deep smoke. Still threatens Vitality. One of the 2 orbs. Deep on the line, waiting for Mezzi. The Brit unwavering, 5-13. Not looking to give away this opening kill. He gets that info. Sees the AWP. Having a strugglesome game, no interest in taking that fight. Pushes Fallen back with a flash. His team out mid.
Na. Wow. Flame be crazy, bhai.
Rip heads off. It's the perfect tee up to a round for Vitality. Apex puts them together.
Gets real tricky.
Yuri,
now.
just kill Yuri.
Could
Just
come
kill
down to
Yuri.
double orbs
Just
in this
kill
retake.
Yuri.
Oh, Molotow's missed that timing, but it doesn't matter. Yuri's got his back.
Oh.
And so you lost 2. Now it's down to this measly effort out through ramp. Mezzi and Flames barely even alive in this round. He felt like he'd done his part. He felt like he'd done enough with that double out towards mid. Well, more is being asked for. More is required. Mezzi does have one right there. Molodoy with the
Come on, guys. Come on.
2 orbs side by side. Molodoy and Fallen.
Come on.
Always ready to try and blow your mind, but Fallen with a heads up play, push on through, shut down. Oh, Molodoy, that's lightning
What the
fast. Does he have another shot like that in him? The game now rests on Molodoy.
What? What the fuck?
He doesn't miss when it matters.
Molodoi.
Not when they need him.
Molodoi bro. क्या मार दिया?
Slow start, but what a finish. Fallen fed to the wolves on that smoke push. All for Molodoi to bask in the glory.
And with that we completed the 160 mark भाई. बढ़िया. मजा.
The Tauron sings his praises. And FURIA come back all the way.
Yeah, you've tied the game up. This feat felt impossible. Now the question becomes, can they finish what they started?
Feels meant to be.
Fuck. Just win this round. भाई एक round जीत जाओ please.
Come back like this. Again, thrusting himself into middle and finding the man advantage against Flames, no less. Vitality's top performer, their fire starter. This is when ZywOo must collect. Up connector, Molodoi timings, and Yuri tucked in a clearable position. If ZywOo checks his corners, this could be a punish. But he waits for his team. Good check.
Okay.
Missing no more.
हाँ हाँ रहा.
भाई crazy था ना वो.
जा 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 पटकन जा.
They'll get past him. Apex and Messi side by side. Britain, the Frenchman, the unlikely alliance.
फोन डेड होने वाला बट मैं स्टिल देखेंगे.
नहीं 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 नहीं.
Oh no 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 no.
What the heck?
My God. Oh my God.
Sucks हो गया sucks.
ये क्या हो रहा है भाई? 12-12. Tie.
12-12 tie is the best they can do. वरना वो अपने मैप पे हार गए.
भाई Apex का चेहरा देख भाई.
Come on Apex. Come on.
An individual and
baby girl, come on.
surgence for FURIA.
Oh my
surges them
God.
to map point first.
ये क्या हो गया?
And everyone's
इतना
talking
crazy
vitality.
comeback क्यों हुआ?
Is anyone
क्या से
listening?
क्या हो गए? माँ छूट गई भाई.
Crazy भाई.
For Vitality, everyone was talking.
Oh
about
क्या
how they
shot
get
था
on.
देखना.
Everyone grasping to try and find answers to try and
Molodoi का जब वो नहीं क्या? I guess Messi नीचे से आ रहा था and उसका flick भाई.
For FURIA,
Extreme.
I know only two players doing a lot of the
Extreme,
talking.
same
Molodoi and
extreme.
Kindar, so maybe some sort of aggressive look out of the gate, as those are the two problem pieces, the two guys down to get in your face right off the rip of the round.
ZywOo,
Again, ZywOo right
ZywOo,
down
please
middle.
don't
Vitality have
fumble.
just been sending it in mid in this T side. And for once, Yakinda doesn't challenge. He
ये round
rotates.
जीतना ही पड़ेगा.
Assists on the A side, hangs around. Case
हाँ,
Rato
तू तो
keeping
गया
control of the
बेटे.
window boost. Vitality feel like they haven't explored the B bomb side, but
जो
they should know
बचाने
that
के
Fallen's
लिए
second
करना
bomb
ही
is prioritized
पड़ेगा.
here late in the game.
No.
A has done them no favors.
Yes. No.
Mid the same. Fallen waits. Listen to
No.
his lecture.
भाई shot देखा?
Professor 5v4.
भाई पूरा शांत हो गया है. Oh fuck. हेलो आदि. मेरा आवाज आ
And
रहा
a miss smoke. The
सुन
wheels
पड़
are
गया
coming
भाई तू.
off.
On this Vitality team, perfection
Very
is demanded.
confident.
They're so used to having
मेरी
it.
भी भाई.
When the wheels fall
नहीं
off,
यार पीक मत दे भाई पीक मत दे पीक मत दे.
मरा.
अरे यार.
getting away from them. 3 on 5.
अरे यार.
And moving around with 20 seconds left to make that
Come on.
Aside
Saksu.
from all the enemies,
अरे Molodoi लाउडे. Come. गया.
and Rob's might
भाई उसको 1v3 करना पड़ेगा.
Come on. Drops. चुम्मा. I think.
nade rains in, and he's
गया. ड्रॉप्स गया. गया.
away.
जैसे वो नेड पड़ा ना उधर ड्रॉप्स गया. ओह
नहीं.
ग्रेनेड.
What the fuck? ये क्या हो गया?
भाई स्वाह हो गया.
उनके मैप पे वो हार गए.
कहाँ 7-2 पे थे, कहाँ फिर 9-11 वो 7-2 9-4 9-11 my god crazy comeback भाई अगर मैं बोलूँ ना तो भाई मोल्डो ने कैरी किया भाई
बहुत बढ़िया टीम है यार ये फिर
हाँ मोल्डो क्या क्रेजी खेला भाई मोल्डो उसने वो क्लचेस जो किए ना भाई आज के क्रेजी रिमार्केबल भाई ट्रूली रिमार्केबल हेलो ब्रो
बोल
सुन मैं मेरा फोन और एयरपोर्ट चार्ज करते हैं
ठीक है चले
जस्ट गिव मी
अभी है मस्त 15 मिनट है और
अरे लेट्स गो फिर ठीक है
भाई एंजॉय
हाँ
और भाई तुम लोग कैसे
Ramp. Dead ramp. Dead two. Bomb. Palace dead.
Oh my god.
Gun. There's.
Six shot.
You're pretty good at the game right now. Yeah. I mean, we all do, but. Sandwich. Energy fold. I'm watching sandwich. 2-4. Watching sandwich. 3-4 dead. Careful mid. I'm watching sandwich. 3-4 10 sandwich.
I'm smoking bench. I'm not smoking.
Yeah, we go. Smoke here first.
Smoking.
Okay, I'm going for junker. I'm going to smoke caps. They don't have city, I think. That is one. Are they feeling for now? He went to ramp guys one.
You're go bench.
Ramp to HP. Peeking.
On the con. Big.
On the ramp.
1 HP.
Defuse. Con.
No 1 HP.
1 HP, I think.
Nice, guys. Take off.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I think it's not different.
Nice, you that. We communicate. Bro, they walk. City. One ramp. Nice. He touches now. Touching now. Boom. Two more. Lock it. We let the contact. You can pick both of you.
Pick on me.
Yeah.
I smoked out.
There's no jungle.
Safe. Down. One going towards me. Care fake.
I stay with bomb.
Yeah.
Nice, Matu. Nice to clear behind.
One be ups.
Can you spam a bit, guys? Just a fake.
Impossible is nothing for FURIA. 3-9 down to start. The odds stacked against them, but that all changed coming into the second half. Call it divine intervention, call it the individuals coming alive, call it whatever the hell you want. Fallen is doing his best to keep that best of 5 record afloat, helped in spades, not only by Yuri, but by Molodoi having some incredible individual moments.
Fallen is so fucking happy.
This is what we truly call arena Counter-Strike.
This was incredible in so many ways.
Nah,
this
bro,
first
nah.
map had everything. We had the chaos, we had the clutches,
Apex is
we had
twisted.
the heartbreaks, but we simply also just saw teams like playing an amazing CT side. Specifically, you know, the roller coaster of emotions coming in from Vitality, you know, getting everything done in the first half, just feeling that they were on top, you know, feeling that there was another walk in the park.
Did they all play
Turned
CS?
south with them on the other half. FURIA stepped up, and we just saw clutch time and time again with Molodoi specifically stepping up when it really mattered. And this kid, you know, Rookie of the Year last year, he does not crumble on that stage.
Life comes at you fast. I mean, if there ever was a tale of two halves in a game, Vitality looked unstoppable in the first half. I mean, not only winning rounds,
Okay, IEM stands for Intel Extreme Masters.
FURIA looking flustered, some individuals missing as well, didn't look like themselves. And then you go into the second half, they win the pistol, convert a couple of rounds strung together early on, and then the individuals start waking up. The pressure starts mounting for Vitality, and in the end, they just couldn't find answers on that T side.
Let's dive into that CG side then to start from Vitality. A lot of rounds you could have chosen from, but round 9, what stood out here?
I think this is a good example of how flustered FURIA was, right? Like, we were praising them for being really on point on T side and in this tournament, hitting flow state, especially on Mirage, right? And going to see Molodoi, he died to ZywOo a couple of times, but FURIA equalizes it and then some. Now it's a 4v3 situation for them, right? So they're going to take their time a little bit, wait for some sort of a reaction. The call is going to be 3 players to go up connector and Yuri in apps, and you can see Vitality is even sort of, they're stacking B really. They don't want to play for the A bomb side, they're going to save, and it just Flamesy tucked in here kind of if someone tries to boost. Unfortunately for FURIA, they're just fumbling with nades, and Flamesy ends up from a position in which he isn't really trying to do all that much, finding 3 kills and sort of Vitality out of nowhere winning a round. And it's moments like these where you're like, wow, that's just like really bad if you're FURIA. You know, there's no coordination there. You can see that they're just talking a lot without kind of covering the basics, and you felt that Vitality at that point was going to run away with Mirage.
It's really the structure here that I feel like is hurting FURIA. You know, they do have this advantage situation whenever they go up connected, it feels like, who's actually going to go first? Like, who's actually going to take that space? Who actually has the ball to just scale up to that bomb site to create the space and find out where Flamesy's hiding? And Flamesy's like, he's just stuck in the corner and he peeks out, gets a second, and then also gets the third. But for the FURIA side, it really painted the picture of a FURIA that was being a little bit too nervous, being a little bit too structured instead of just playing off that incredible, you know, loose style that they can also have. And that's how it is when you get to a stage. This is how when you have so much on the line, you actually want to be fighting. But the thing is, for FURIA right here, they got it back into the game a little bit later.
I think also they couldn't find any opening. They had 1 opening kill in the pistol round, and that was it. The other 11 rounds, you know, they were always a man down. Obviously not easy to play from those situations all the time, right? But in the end, even getting 3 ended up being enough for them.
Which is why it's so miraculous when we look into that second half, right? And I think we'd be amiss if we didn't mention that Molodoi clutch. This is insane, absolute balls of steel from him on this stage.
We're sitting in the green room and I'm telling Machine, we're due for a Molodoi round, right? At the point that they are in that sort of 3v4 situation, Flamesy, who's been lights out for Vitality this map, finds a double. But look at Vitality, I mean, this is disjointed, right? Look at the spacing. They're far away from each other. ZywOo and Robs were the first ones in. Molodoi and Yuri with the 1-2, and you're thinking this is where they have it on lockdown, but maybe some miscommunication, you know, really worried about the potential lurker. Messi just gets a free kill onto Yuri. Now Fallen's coming in. They have 2 ops for the retake. All of a sudden, you're worried for them. Fallen with a bit of an interesting play here, but then Molodoi just on his own, right? Lightning fast, finds the first one from Messi, and then awareness in this last one against Messi to know that he's probably going to come close. Flash comes in, another incredible reaction, and this really felt like it was the final nail in the coffin for Vitality.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that Vitality did something like super poor in this round. I actually think that their approach to the A actually made sense in the fact that they were playing with the unknown, because FURIA, they had no idea where they were coming, so they were playing in the unknown, wanted to catch someone, you know, catching them off guard. And I mean, it sort of happens and it sort of worked out. The fact is that the Molodoi goes peeking on stairs, he actually spots a guy below him as well, then sets up this guy playing in shadow. And the clutch, yeah, sure, Molodoi wins an incredible clutch. The thing is, like, if Vitality is even stacked together, they know he's going to go for that stairs fight, right? And even with Messi going, as you mentioned, Yanko, going inside the smoke, Molodoi just had an incredible game sense, you know. The fact that he hits that really quick no-scope, or the quick scope, but also the awareness of him knowing that he's going to be up close, absolutely incredible.
It's that intangible intuition that comes out time and time again from Molodoi, and it's simply stunning. I do just want to touch upon, before we talk about map 2, the pressure pendulum and how it swung back to bite Vitality. Ultimately, it was something you were touching upon as a potential warning sign, I guess, in the pre-match, right, Dupree?
I really think that the conversion of the piss round did something to Vitality. You know, they were like, okay, now we're back in the groove and everything's fine. The individual was firing on all cylinders. Every time they went A, Flames would get like a triple kill or a quad kill. So, and it's always easy when you play counters, like if the guy's holding the bombs, like gets triple kills or quad kills, because the rounds are just over. You don't have to think more. You don't have to put the puzzle together. And that's just what happened. Every time FURIA went for a play, the player that was holding the side would always just get too many multi-kills. And then when they turned into the T side, where, as I mentioned, coming into the game as well, Vitality hasn't been tested in that specific way, you know, coming to the States in this tournament specifically. And when you need to come up with answers, when you can feel that the other team is getting momentum, they're mounting the comeback, that's where you really got to earn your money. And that's where it starts becoming really difficult to make the right decision when you're under pressure, but also to find the right decision for the team when you're then game leader.
And even in the second half, FURIA, they were aggressive when it was calls from spawn, right? Oh, right, we're going to make this play in B apps, take the B apps control, we're going to do this, that. But in the mid rounds, in some of these 3v2s, 4v3 Bs, like they were really passive, you know, like leaving a bomb site open, player just watching the murder hole for some flank, you know, and that's something that I wasn't necessarily too happy to see. You know, you want to be perhaps just a bit more aggressive. You don't want to give players on Vitality that much space. Doesn't matter that you're a man up. If you give them too much space, they can get into good positions, get the bomb down, and then the pressure is back on you. But I definitely want to shout out Yuri. We were talking about
100%.
him being a rock last time against Vitality, and a bit of a slower start to the year, but made it up in spades here on Mirage. You know, in that A anchor position, he was seeing a lot of action, and just time and time again, whether it's a kill or a multi-kill or whatever it is, just had an absolutely stellar game here on Mirage.
It's so important that they had Yuri get going in, because being an anchor is extremely difficult, but to have a guy with an anchor that you can rely on, that's even more important also in these big stage games, because that is where the pressure is going to come at you time and time again. And we've seen that Molodor and Yekindar and also Fallen having really great games on this stage. It's good to see that Yuri decides to do that, and Yuri doing it in the grand final is a perfect timing for Yuri to find it.
100%. Let's talk about the second map in this series. That is Vitality's pick of Inferno, which means Furia choose to start on the CT side of things. Expectations, what are they setting up for map 2?
Yeah, I'm interested to see, like we talked about Furia's T-side, I know in the second half, and some of the things they tried to exploit last time around. Is that going to affect Vitality whatsoever, right? We know obviously a lot of the focus is on Banana in this game, but Vitality had a good T-side last time around. That wasn't the problem. The problem was on the CT side. They couldn't really get things going, and they were very dominant in the first half. It's just about you can't allow yourself to get complacent even for a second, right? It wasn't just that they were up 9-3, they were really dominant, so now you just need to continue that throughout the whole of 24 rounds at the minimum.
And I think the biggest thing for me when I look at Vitality now, them having to do amount of a comeback in this series, I looking back at the IEM Chengdu finals, well, they fumbled that lead on Anshin as well. It is a lot about the mental reset right now. The series is still theirs, and it's still there for them to win. And right now, it really looks like Vitality, they came out swinging, and then they had a bit of a letdown, and now they have to go back, because both teams know how to play Inferno. Both teams know how to approach it with a couple of adjustments, but right now, it's worried about all the mental.
Well, about time to see if Vitality can indeed bounce back. As we mentioned, a bit of a fumble last time they did face Furia at IEM Chengdu, but a chance to turn the tides here. It's going down after this short break.
It starts with a dream, with a team you barely know, in an amateur official that feels like the grand final, where practice becomes progress, and every loss feels like a lesson. When will your journey begin?
Hey Future Pros, over on Inferno today with a handy smoke for Moto. To throw this smoke, stand up next to this line. Aim into the sky above the edge of the roof. Then simply throw the smoke. A basic but powerful piece of utility. Great for taking space on long or as an addition to pushing up on short.
Can I get one quick comment from you about why you dropped that map in the end?
It's unacceptable. Honestly, we couldn't trade each time someone died at the beginning of the round or after 20 seconds. I said it a couple of times, but I don't know. It was really bad T-side. We deserve to lose.
Next up then, Inferno. A little bit of time to fix it, but this is remediable, right? These are a couple of things that can be nipped in the bud.
Sorry?
These are just a couple of things. Of course, you don't have that much time, but do you think you can get the boys back on track for Inferno?
We have to.
You have to.
Thank you.
There you go.
And go.
Hell of a closing to that first map here, this grand final. City, I just got a couple questions, man. You win both pistols, you're on Mirage. After that CT pistol, a little momentum. Where did it go for a little bit? It briefly disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had a rough start to the game. I felt like we were kind of warming up and coming to the grand finals. You know, some players can feel the nerves a little bit. Or the game is actually more nervous than normal. So yeah, we just needed to warm up, I guess.
You guys picked into Mirage. You were limited to just 3 T rounds. I don't imagine that being part of the plan, but it seems like it came together. Any thoughts?
They were playing individually very well. We went up against the wall, honestly. They were having all the reads and everything, but I mean, we knew our CT side was very strong. That third T round was very important for us.
After the conclusion of that map, what is the mental going into Vitality's Pick'em Inferno?
Inferno is a good map for them. We are good in the map as well. It's gonna come down to game plan. We need to know what they prepared. If they pick it first, they have something prepared for us. We just need to be ready and yeah, sure, best yes.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
What an insane ending to that first map, JL. It's incredible. I'd love to know what you think about both perspectives, but let's start with FURIA. What an insane boost they must have gotten.
Oh yes, 100%. The start on T side was not perfect. They had only 3 rounds, and I feel like they played too much team game. And now it's a best of 5 when you're supposed to enjoy the game. You're supposed to play the game, interact with each other, and that's what they did on the CT side, and that got them the win.
Isn't it so fun to see Molodoy when he's on fire, man?
Oh yes, the 1v2 that kept him in the game. Oh my god. He was so perfect in that clutch.
It's what dreams are made of. But then for Vitality, right? You're in the driving seat. You're expected to win that map. Everything is going perfectly. Where did they drop it?
I mean, they dropped it is because probably they wanted to win a bit too fast. They were too eager to take the fights, take the peaks. And if you're Vitality, you don't have to hurry up at all because you're the better team. Just let the game run. You'll close it out eventually.
You saw them maybe coming off stage. I talked to the coach and he said, like, this is unacceptable, right? How are they turning this around?
Yeah, take it as unacceptable and just do better in the next game. That's it.
Just do better.
Inferno is a great map. Great second map, actually.
FURIA face their fears against Counter-Strike's final boss. 9-3 down, they make Mirage theirs. This is the closest Fallen has ever been to this trophy, but this is just the beginning. Vitality have been here before, a map down in a grand final. Remember Budapest? Remember Austin? This is nothing new. 2025's best team, best player, Counter-Strike's best season. It's time to see if Vitality can bounce back.
And while you can't win or lose that trophy here in map 2, these are the foundations
Yuri is
your
also
entire run are now built upon.
But so is Rob, so is Messi, so is ZywOo. And of course PMC, bhai. PMC, ZywOo, Apex, bhai, crazy.
Are you ready?
It's time for Inferno. Vitality Classic, Vitality home map. Rarely see them lose this in the grand finals. But we have seen them lose it to FURIA. Set up earlier how this is a revenge game for Vitality, as shocking as that may seem. Back-to-back victories for FURIA.
Bro, how was he standing like that? Okay, penalties.
And a map to the good. Some breathing room for the Brazilian international mix.
Being on Inferno 2, this is a thinking man's map. One where every facet of your game gets challenged. Test your defaults, test your protocols. And halfway, you need Molodoy starting in good form. CT side Inferno made for that AWP. Can't afford to get off to a slow start like they did in map 1. You're hoping that they're riding the high still heading into this second map.
Gamble in the pistol, already feeling regrettable. FURIA Force those rotations quickly amid smoke. Fallen holds on to his and holds on to that B site. Vitality uncertain, set themselves up for this A hit.
Now you're just lucky to still be alive. Don't know if you'd expect Molderoy to hang around here, but chomping at the bit of the invitation. And you've got a very good reason to try and follow through with this A hit now. Those 2 kills, it's a low HP. Molderoy trying to fend off the masses, but you're getting pincered. They're all around you. Oh, Yuri on those dualies. Gets the blood boiling. Let's see if Fallen can capitalize. Moving on in, they'll face him together, and Vitality set the record straight, coming through with an uppercut in the pistol round.
I like Vitality's T-side pistol. It's a bit common, right? Just going for the long smoke, taking mid-control, but back and forth, seeing the reaction. I think FURIA knew what they were up against based on that B block. But they still can't stop Vitality side by side, strutting into the site. Force buy out for FURIA. Keep in mind, Vitality got neither pistol. Back on Mirage. It's fast. And it's over, just like that.
Vitality with very lofty ambitions, and with that, you know, we hear from Apex in these team comms, he's always very demanding of this team, and you know a loss like they just faced on Mirage, it's going to require a stern talking to, it's going to require the Vitality players to take a bit of stock here in this final. Hope they can tap into some of that signature resilience they've displayed so many times over.
To be a fly on the wall in that locker room after map 1, you just know that they were pissed. That was a huge lead. It was 11-1 opening duels in the first half. You had a 1-kill Yakinda, a 2-kill Keserato. You had FURIA right where you want them. So Vitality...
2 rounds, bhai, they can't convert.
Hoping to reset into their map pick, but... Well, it's quite the 3rd round buy, Harry.
Yeah. There's something very surprising happening here. Molderoy brings out an AWP in round 3.
That's audacious, I say.
That's after the force buy in the last round. They're going to see just how much they can get away with.
Just know it's not expected. How long does that element of surprise survive? Oh, rocking that molly actually gives him room. It bounced off his head. Molderoy gets a second chance.
Remember, you just don't expect this. Nades could be huge. They've gone a little deep, and so Molderoy gets to fire off. You've learned about the AWP now, and that throws this whole round into question for Vitality.
There's still mind games here. Does the AWP rotate? Does it remain? If it sticks in the site, we see 4 strong on A for FURIA, so it's still a gamble. No matter what you do, Vitality are going into a site blind in this round. Molderoy could be anywhere by now. But how about here?
But they can always flash them.
Fire that shot, get out of there, but Molderoy stuck to his guns on this. And so Vitality are going to play right into it. Are you arming them with the option of an AWP? Or is Molderoy here to tear it all the way? Contact taken at the spawn side first. AWP, swing and a miss for Molderoy. Makes up for it the second time round, and there's still a lot of damage done here. This is far from comfortable for Vitality.
Whoa, imagine if he found that first shot there. This could have been a huge advantage. Now it's still up for debate. It's still a question for FURIA on whether they can win it. Worth trying. So low health takes that AWP. No better man for the job. Are FURIA really just going to walk away? That feels like a waste. An opportunity presented by your AWP, and you don't even try and break the money. They've got to flank Banana at least. Saving is going to be the question here for Vitality. Can they survive? Oh, not anymore. Yeah. 2 low players, you're done for.
Playing a contain, a pretty smart move here. Thinking big picture, thinking across the whole series. The remainder of this map, you could earn that all back right now. You could really sweeten the deal.
They got it.
Oh,
2 of the 3 survived.
They don't have guns.
It's decent here for FURIA. Could have been the round.
My pigeons, he's making them fly.
On early in this game, believing in yet again, coming back in. Round 4, fall by. And that new update, that new Molly bounce, gives Molodoi a fighting chance.
And he looks to be aggressive from the word go in the next round as well. Swing out in top mid, silenced instead. Yakindar gonna be the one to go bravely first. Challenge down through Banana. He's gotten out with a lot of damage and never knowing when to quit. We'll take it one step too far.
ZywOo.
You want to say aggressive, or this is the guy you want to talk about. Yakindar doesn't know when to stop in Banana. We saw him on short on that CT side.
The nade can be
This is a
so
guy who
harmful.
is willing to get involved, throw himself into every opening fight. As a Vitality, this banana control is never going to come for free. You see a setup. Will K-Serata be expected?
Bait and switch trying to set up K-Serata. Out with a later swing, will at least get the trade, but now they're coming for him. And those nades are brutal. They bully the man in at top Banana, and they've teed up Vitality for this B-take. Path of least resistance is the one right in front of them.
Round win off the back of it here. Vitality just keep it basic, keep
Come
it
on,
simple.
come on.
It's the risk of dying for the car position. If you do so in quick succession, the site will always be taken. Vitality don't fall for any tricks.
Isn't that a risky plan?
Backside, putting that bomb down, forcing the save of Furia's round 4.
And this is one of the more punishing details of Inferno. If anyone struggles in those heads-up fights, if you're going to give away entries in fighting for Banana, you can have a half where certain players never get to play. You're looking at the guys over towards the A site. Yuri having yet another save to his name early on in this game. Not getting to keep those hands warm, not getting to have any say in how the rounds play out. They're being won and lost in these Banana fights right now. It's a lot of losing for Furia.
Shocking Yakinda doesn't get that second kill. ZywOo with high impact to stop a 5v3 for coming in for Furia. And great reaction there from Apex, double nading on K-Serato's position. Vitality right at home right now on this T side. 4-0 lead. Molodoi again tries to get involved, but clearly they want to stop it. ZywOo battles back in Banana. Fallen reflash. Chaos ensues.
Don't think you're going to expect this. If it's Yakindar still alive, you're worried about him getting aggressive. Fallen versus Apex.
No. Come on.
Smoke fades. Apex hits a blinder.
Quick flick.
Fallen didn't know what hit him. They still have a bit of ability to contest this Banana with K-Serata floating around as the third piece.
This is still a scary round for Vitality with no Banana control, and just seeing a player peek car there, you know it's a 2-1 setup. You know the AWP should be A, but you've also got 2 low players. And Furia still keep you guessing.
Sorry. Go fucking Banana, bro.
He thought about it.
It's just operating in the quiet right now for Vitality. Trying to use the fear of this 4-on-3 against Furia, hoping they overthink it, but Molodoi is in the right place. He's even got support. Yuri down there in the pit. These guys have been waiting all game for a chance at the action, and they're going to thrive when asked to demand to be stepping up here. Yuri with the cover.
That was crazy.
And that crossfire is a thing of beauty.
Oh, Apex getting some frustration across this series from the captain here of Vitality, because they know, again, they walked right into the hand of Furia in the downtime. Misread. Molodoi makes magic happen. Him and Yuri, simply done.
See there why Vitality have been looking to dodge this A side of the map. Oh, Molodoi tried his hand at a peek down middle. ZywOo, this time waiting for the challenge.
ZywOo bhai.
They've had to worry about yet. This all making an appearance now, and boy, did they learn about it the hard way.
They know they don't want to give FURIA time to think and to get players in position. They're just going to jump on this entry. They know it's two players.
Okay, Serato dead on the long side. Yuri, you've got a lot to do in this round. No room to maneuver.
Beautifully done.
Clean finish, and at the first turn of the ZywOo AWP on this T side, it finds immediate impact.
And you'd be surprised, right? Back-to-back mid-peaks for Molodoi. He is clearly trying to get involved early in this game. And Vitality have just been Molotoving middle. This time they don't need to. Oh, on the jump. Three clean entries plucked out of the air. And Vitality sit comfortably on their T side.
Who is Pasha? Is he fallen?
Vitality have already set a bit of a tone, right? If they get given these openers, if they get given the entries, they're going to follow through with a real pace behind it. That's something that Apex could look to use against FURIA later on in this first half. But for now, the going's good. And wherever these openers are provided is often where the rounds are just ending up for Vitality. They're not overthinking this. Faith that with greater numbers and better openings, they'll get through this first half unscathed.
Well, experience definitely matters in a position like Banana, so having fallen here is integral. And aggression, all the same, Yakinda deposits himself down bottom B. Fallen trying to assist. Vitality feigning something in middle, but it's all about this Banana retake. Are we going to see a commitment on the crossfire for two? Serato baiting for them. That molly just enough.
How about Yakinda still? Good for the kill. Fallen's played his cards too. They're aware of the double push, but now they've got to deal with it. Hard crossfire to get through. Apex can't brave it. How's Flames meant to fare? Two guns here ready to go against him, and they're getting mauled as they try and retake Banana.
It's a lazy clear, if anything, for Vitality just walking into it. I think they kept feeling like FURIA were going to back out of that setup. Serato providing cover through the smoke. Never once did FURIA try to leave. And so 3 kills from Yakinda as they just go stumbling into the crossfire and force another save. That's right, Toron, load your booze.
Getting out with 5 alive, no small feat here. Only makes the future saves more impactful, means you get to keep the pressure on, keep these buy rounds coming through. And a chance here to break the money of Vitality. This is a real swing round coming up.
No,
Just an unorthodox setup.
Apex by ऐसे कौन clear कर?
Ideas to this final. Certainly caught Vitality by surprise. Can they keep it up? Because even with a lead right now, Vitality looking stressed.
Guys, I need you to listen to me, okay? Everything what I'm saying. Listen to everything what I'm saying and do everything what I'm saying, okay? Don't do anything. Don't overthink and just listen to my calls. I know exactly how they play and what they're gonna do.
Yakinda, the ideas man right now on this CT side.
He's promised them he knows the way. He's promised them he has the key. Yakinda provides another opening here in this skirmish for Banana.
Oh, that was cool. Like you telling your team that he knows what they are doing, and then by they doing the same thing.
And it looks to have rallied the troops. You find yourselves in a 5-on-3. How much does Yekindar truly understand the inner workings of Vitality? Do they see this push coming? He was ready for it, but Apex lands the shot, now wrapping. Chance to get in behind Fallen, who will deny that space. Down to a retake here as the site's conceded, but advantage lying with Furia in spite of this bomb plant.
Oh, quick catch from ZywOo before the flash blooms.
Flames
both so low, but the same can be said for Furia as they try and strangle this site hold. ZywOo follows up. 2v4 brewing. Backside for Flames. Lines up the spread. He sees Fallen as well. It's Flames' round today. Team Vitality take it.
What the heck, Flames?
Significant disadvantage. Every kill counts.
You've got to admire what Flames can output in this Vitality squad, what he's been doing all tournament long. He has been on an absolute heater. Started off Mirage in fantastic fashion, keeping up appearances now. And I mean, this is a star-studded team. And Flames is a massive part of that.
Yeah, I even mentioned coming into last map, right, how all 3 firepower players of Vitality putting up better performances than last year when they took the trophy. That's coming into a grand final. We'll see if it keeps up. Certainly a good sign, though, from Flames. 6-2, and even though they win the round, Vitality need another to ensure their economy. So much fighting in Banana in this CT side. Furia will finally opt against it.
I mean, this is why that last flawless rifle round for Furia mattered so much. It's allowed them to keep the game competitive at least, right? Not rolling over and dying, not just playing with pistols here. You get another full buy on the cards, and that chance to reset Vitality hasn't really gone away. You could still do it here and now. Still be in earshot of a strong CT side. But these opening fights have mattered a hell of a lot, and again, ZywOo gonna offer one up for Vitality.
It's not really much of a tricky move. Molodoi should know that's coming. Young player eager to put his orb to use, but here on Inferno, you've got to pick your battles and pick them wisely. Punished by ZywOo, and a 5v4 for Vitality to go wherever they want.
Wrapping towards this A side, Keiserato and Yuri, they really have their work cut out for them. They're getting surrounded right now. Contact taken first by Yuri up at the apartments. That allows the spam to come through. Now they've learned about Keiserato down here in the pit. Time is super low. Keiserato clinging on to the nail. Fallen. Oh no! Saves his life, and ZywOo's now missing. It's not the time for it. Just has time to plug in the numbers. Fallen's playing ahead of this, trying to shut him down, and that's giving him a chance. Yekindar takes it away.
That was so close, so close.
So uncomfortably close. It is by the thinnest of all margins that Furia find another CT round.
Almost a ZywOo highlight to steal another round for Vitality, strong T side. A 2v4 right into that. ZywOo pinpoint, but still not enough. It's Yekindar shutting him up, and Furia still dangling in this second map.
Bro, how is the monitor?
But not quite.
Yuri का monitor इतना ऊपर क्यों है?
Vitality have actually throwing cash into this. They've gone for a force buy.
Who the heck is Yuri या Keiserato?
You don't just want this to be a pretty decent T-half. You want it to be fantastic, and so they've risked it all on giving ZywOo a hero gun. They've got plenty to play with, and they'll need their start. Try and kick things off with a bang. Missed shot for Molodoi up in the apartments, looking a little twitchy there at the dawn of Robs.
For a guy who gets a lot of shots in rounds on this CT side, Molodoi is having trouble doing so right now. Vitality doing a good job at countering him. They've shut down his mid-aggression. ZywOo besting him in the head-to-head. It's feeling like a tricky game for Molodoi. Down in the pit, on an A hit, could be where he delivers. Yuri just shreds flames through the smoke. And as Apex goes back to line up utility, it thins Vitality's numbers furthermore. They have to go. ZywOo has to do it.
Molodoi with the swing and a miss. Blind on that shot from the pit, and now they're closing the distance on these pistols. Support in though in the form of this stack.
Careful.
Still breaking through his Vitality.
Would he?
Bomb planted. And Yakindar elects not to play. He's going to wait for Fallen. Going through on the fade of the smoke. ZywOo gets the spot off. Yakindar's got his number.
Oh.
This shot for Robs down in the pit, and now they're closing in. Right there is Yakindar. And he's leveled the bolt claim. He knows how this Vitality squad think. He knows how they play. Well, he was the fourth man in tow in an A stack to shut down Vitality.
Yeah, right now it feels hard to doubt it. He's been in all the right positions, right? He's able to get a couple of multi-kills. He's been aggressive in Banana when needed. And
what is the score?
Through the smoke, that timing is perfection. ZywOo didn't even see him. He's trying to re-block long with a Molotov.
Okay, it's at least
catches him off guard.
8.
Such a
what if they get 8?
For Yakinda. FURIA winning rounds.
2 more.
Right now. But looking to come back into this CT side.
At least 1 more, bro.
On a game that was 5-1. On a game that Molodoi has had minimal impact. FURIA are still here and fighting.
The beginning of this game, it was all about the banana control. Fights that Yakindar just couldn't win out. Well, he's going in here playing up at the front against the pistols. Flashed in by his team. Thrown through a loop. Can't get away with a kill. Fallen had to clean
Whoa. Kusato. What a nade. What a nade.
Can it really be another late in the day recovery from FURIA?
This feels like such a frustrating game for Vitality. Only now do they call their first timeout, but it feels long overdue. Reignited by a cheeky 2v4 in that B bomb site, but otherwise, it's been quite the recovery arc here for FURIA. Doing it by committee. Everyone getting their one. And it feels like Yakinda has never truly been caught off guard. Yes, okay, a missed shot there, but the setup was perfect, and 3 players from FURIA to re-swing and re-nade that corner. Vitality getting thrown through a loop.
The fullback to fullback.
Oh, Apex trying to send a bit of a message here. Aggressive in the top banana, a bit of frequent sight of these head-to-heads versus Yakindar. Teed up with a flashbang. He'll take Fallen down, but can't wrestle with Yakindar for this control.
Get out of there. Still more round to play. Molodoi, lucky to be alive. He's going to hear them.
Bare minimum, right? Yeah, he's the early warning system on that deep line in the apartments. He even heard the steps out in mid, and he might get aggressive here. This is a very Molodoi move to make. Brings the fight to Vitality.
Robs can't look. He has to play the package. His team have gone through the long smoke.
And there's the spot from Yuri. He's able to tell Molodoi, they're coming for you. They're looking for you. So Molodoi gets the gun on in time. Still iced out. ZywOo gonna get past him. And now Yuri down here in the pit, sandwiched on both sides, backstab.
Oh.
And K Serrano hoping to combine. They've just gonna stop this man. And ZywOo.
Okay, that was too close. That was close.
On a strong half for Vitality, breaking that FURIA streak in the final round of the first half. After letting a Mirage get away from them, we set Vitality had to have resilience in abundance here. They had to go back to the locker room in between games and figure out how to break through, ready themselves for the tall task ahead while the star of ZywOo is shining bright. Played out of his mind to open up Inferno. 16-7, a clutch in the final round to win out the half of Vitality and stop the FURIA streak.
Yeah, nearly had a couple more in there as well, but FURIA do give birth to a 5-round CT side. Ideas flowing from Yakinda, but not necessarily all the rounds. FURIA are going to have to earn it on their offense. Fallen takes the wheel again.
Yeah, he's
hell of a spot out here in middle for ZywOo. And it might give Robs a bit more freedom, feeling like he can play it forward. That right now, their tunnel vision on his top mid fight.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's missing the opportunities. No way. He loses on that fight. Messi now under pressure over on the long side again. You're left looking at ZywOo.
They're all missing. They're all whiffing. Flames recovers a kill. ZywOo hiding out in plain sight. Dangerous. K-Serato left alone, and ZywOo has saved them yet again.
9 HP. It's just telling yourself, no one give him a clean fight. We face him together. We can take him down a peg. One bullet will do it.
It's good smoke, but flank is coming in.
It's spam to the side in the pistol. No doubting ZywOo's contributions to map 2 of this grand final.
Bro, the way the coach directly went to Robs and said no worries. Yeah, something he said, but it was about how he lost. Why kya must.
Individually, statistically, when it comes down to it, the best player in the best team and the best season,
He picks.
playing with the ego desired, playing like Vitality deserve. Just because ZywOo has superstar teammates able to perform in their roles to the highest level, I can't take away from what this guy can do on the biggest stages in these grand finals that he did all year. For some time, Katowice felt like a curse to him. Finally broken in our final outing there, and here in Krakow. Same trophy to take, same title to defend. Vitality get Mirage out of their mind.
Chance for another Flames multi-kill as though he needed any more.
Oh.
Get out with one hold on the Molinoid Eagle. It's broken through this B defense.
That is not meant to happen.
This was a round that FURIA took their time in. They were talking about the rifle round in front of them, but here, Molinoid makes things interesting. You're suddenly in a position to fight hard and fight for the win in round 2. Not even a force buy for FURIA. That 1 Deeg was all they had to work with.
It's a big smoke. Oh, and that's a better spray.
Closing in now, you get that first kill, you try and move quickly. Time quickly turning against Vitality. Can Molinoid take any more with him?
No. Well, I couldn't.
Breathing a little easier.
It's a kitless retake as well. And it came down to a second. But a round's a round, and Vitality's counter ticking up now in this second half. 7-round T-side, converting their pistol into a 4x from FURIA. It's get going or get gone on Inferno. That third map is nuke.
These banana brawls were commonplace all throughout the first half, and I don't think FURIA are in a giving mood to not go and fight for this position again. They've spotted Apex up close. 3 players here playing a contain. Fumbling the boosts, fumbling those early peaks, and they will come to pay the price for it. Flames offered up on a silver platter.
You understand why Vitality want to fight this position. If you give Furia a banana, they are very good at just hitting double molly BX.
Other thing I'll say is, even though we're all impressed by what ZywOo's brought to the table here, this is a very top-heavy scoreboard for Vitality, a team that usually win on the quality of all their individuals, everyone shining through in specific moments.
So being clutch is nice, but you're going to depend on multiple players in this half if you're going to hold it down, right? Rob's 3 and 9. We saw him whiff in the pistol. Mezzy 5 and 9. These are exploitable pieces for Furia, and they look to try and find that.
Good catch for Robs. Now here's this mid-take coming in, going to try and block it. Plays up close. SMG getting away with murder. They'll play through, but he's got the bomb at his feet. And now the rotate's starting to come through for Vitality very, very quickly. This net is closing on you into the middle. You needed that kill to break through.
What happened to Rob?
Time as he possibly could.
Look at this position from Molidoy, taking an aggressive streak. Up behind enemy lines, ahead of that retake.
He's just not afraid to get involved, is he? Should expect some fear from a young player. But the Tauron chants his name. And he gets the swing kill to force the save. This is a 6th round for Furia. No kits, just damage here for ZywOo.
Hell.
That's what we're fighting for. The oldest trophy in Counter-Strike. One that has always been so demanding.
Oh no, is that a miscom? Were they trying to boost there? Flames just jumping on Apex and not getting the crouch. These are the rounds that can frustrate.
This one's starting to feel a bit like old Vitality. You're needing a massive performance from ZywOo, and even then it doesn't guarantee you the success. One or two things feels like it needs to happen. ZywOo's just got to keep delivering in clutches, keep winning you unwinnable rounds. Well, you're going to need the rest of his team to step up and start filling the gaps. It was a big double from Robs there in what has been a pretty quiet map from him, but not even that proved to be enough. And you can sometimes feel the pressure in these games where only one guy's really stepping up. ZywOo might start feeling a bit of pressure to go for more opening fights, to try and force those engagements.
Yeah, headsets off, so we'll keep the finer details of the buy to ourselves, but to talk big picture,
that
trophy you just mentioned, we get one of two things today. We get Fallen 10 years on from his last Winter Championship Grand Final against Fnatic on a holy run of their own, or you get his 13 win streak in best of 5.
Sorry भाई, बहुत ज़्यादा लेट हो गया.
Good morning भाई.
मैच क्या हुआ अभी?
एक राउंड पहला तो हार गया. वो पता है तेरे को ना?
One way or another.
वाइटैलिटी पहला मैच हार गई, वो पता है ना?
हाँ वो तो पता है.
हाँ, दूसरे में अभी 9-6 स्कोर है.
ओ वाह, but 9 कौन है? 6 कौन है?
वो वाइटैलिटी 9 है.
Oh my God, history repeating itself.
नहीं.
भाई स्क्रीन शेयर कर मेरे को देखना है.
अरे.
Yeah, the scoreboard does worry me a little bit, but
अरे
it's not like this is an uncomfortable area for Vitality. They have the reps, they have the range, they certainly have the players. Can they perform and can they close from this lead?
अरे shit.
So we talk about how he might be feeling a burden to try and be involved a bit more early in these rounds. Feeling like he's the only consistent point of output. Well, he tried his hand at the opening pick there. Actually fall in the way of Robs. Flames even with aggression all the way through the apartments. Molidoy just creeping underneath him for now.
Oh my God,
That's where Flames is meant to hit, is the 1-2 punch. Fallen can't save him in time.
Shanti.
Now you've lost the bomb out here in mid.
Integral cover there for Fallen just to get the bomb back to stop that gun getting picked up. Flames wanted to drop in there to get away with everything. This round is still
Adi
wide.
क्या हो रहा है यार? ये equal पे क्यों है?
Drops the bomb again.
हेलो मेरा आवाज आ रहा है ना?
Back, but you still got to get through the woo. 1v2 in this site.
हेलो. Adi?
Every advantage to play with.
Hello?
Rare miss. Might not happen twice. He's got support as well. Yakindar doesn't feel the freedom of a bomb plant. They'll close in on him.
And ZywOo's playing like he is the best player in the server, and that might be because he is. Dropping into the pit, no teammates to support.
Hello, Adi?
Just taking that heads-up fight.
Mute
No,
पे
he
क्या?
needs to be that difference maker right now for Team Vitality, and at 23-8,
अबे मर गया
another
क्या
round
भाई?
closer for ZywOo.
बार भी आएगा चलो.
Hard to doubt a move he makes.
Hello.
Vitality
Hello.
on the road to ruin Furia's dreams.
Hello. अरे
To take back their map in this BO5.
मेरे को बोला कि खुद चला गया. मेजी ओके रीजॉइन करना पड़ेगा.
One gun.
Had those Molodoi entries in their Deagle round. You're hoping he can run it back now with the rifle.
हेलो भाई मेरा आवाज आ रहा है?
Apex nearly caught on an awkward timing, but in the end, looks good to prevail as more players make their way over for Vitality. This B-pop wrecked.
4 out of Flames. Can't complain here for Team Vitality. Consider how caught off guard they are. Cleans house.
Greenery.
And burns the bodies. Timeout here for Furia, and that is all gone.
अरे इतना शांत क्यों? लॉकडाउन क्या मंत्र
Embark on a
इंटर बोल
comeback.
रहा
There
है?
is no slowing the roll on this T side. It is now or it is never.
अरे वाह.
You got to say, even with these slower players, these quieter members of Vitality, for them to sit at this scoreline is reassuring in a different way. Winning rounds off objective, winning rounds from disadvantage, coming up with clutches.
Oh fuck, मजा आ गया.
Safe to say, it feels
Yeah,
like
kind of.
Vitality's game.
And even here in this round that you talk about where you kind of have to stake your claim to Inferno if you're Fury, you don't love what you're
हाँ
coming
जी.
into it with. You put a bit of cash into that last round.
ये तो बात नहीं किया तो तू
And the
गे
hero
भाई.
gun for Molodoi leaves you with less to work with here. You will get away with this fast banana
बात नहीं किया
control.
तो
That's
देखो
been
बाउंस
given
नहीं
to you
पसंद.
by Vitality.
बात नहीं किया तो देखो CS
So
नहीं
Furia
पसंद.
going for a bit of a default here, trying to leave their options open. 2 players go and scour their way
Hello.
through the apartments just to leave that backup option, a plan B in the tank for Furia. This would be a very frustrating time for Vitality
Adi?
to go about retaking banana control right as you've given it up. That's looking like what they're doing. Moves made to go and take this space back.
Oh, not surviving.
Won't get out. Yakindar, important opener. Stops that check. Apex now just has to buy time. ZywOo's on his way over, but he won't last long.
How do you beat that?
ZywOo next on the scene. This AWP has been such a problem. It's hitting so hard. Robs finds another on the span. They're all getting cut down as they cross in.
3v5 in a blink of an eye, down to an advantage for Vitality. This is map point on the line.
You'll get out with a bomb plant. You never get a lot of time to feel comfortable here. Vitality are right there.
Hello.
Hand on your throat, ready to snap the life out from you. Fallen, K Serato, they'll combine. And leave it on to Messi. They've got the space, they've got the room. Tap on that bomb, forces one fight, and Keserato.
No.
Safe pair of hands.
That's not right.
I'm glad Furia do something in that 2-on-3. That was getting out of control. That was 2 clean entries into the B bomb site for Yakinda, and still Vitality put in position to succeed. Big catches through the smoke. But Furia push forward in that post plant. They don't just sit back and let Vitality play what we know to be often a perfect retake. Furia come to them and find their second round of this T side. Baby steps in the right direction. And money, still a question for Team Vitality. Can it be broken? ZywOo says no.
Certainly not the first time you've seen Vitality on the ropes to open up a final. This is where Furia, though, could try and depart from that.
Hello.
By actually offering a
Yeah,
challenge in round 2.
If they take this round, Furia are back in the conversation. They're back in with a huge chance.
अरे उसमें
They are a very momentum-based team. We saw what that snowball looked like on the second half of Mirage. Vitality just could not catch a break. So can Furia smash that money into oblivion?
Coming through, ZywOo might be low, but he's always good for the multi-kill, even hanging around. Furia making it in, but a man down. Wounded, and now flash play through that smoke. Rapidly, this is going to start getting away from him. Robs on the door, Molodoy's hit up blinder.
भाई बढ़िया चल रहा है
तो बीच में क्या होता देखो तू गायब हो गया था मेरे को डर लग गया ना भाई
इधर गया
ZywOo in no position to play,
because
not yet.
personally call करना पड़ा भाई
First contact taken, it's flames out in the open. Dink on a Molidoy. Can he finish the job? There's no
oh come on
You're in this all alone,
come on flames oh यार
नसीब
oh flames भाई flames मोल्डो बाद में देख लेंगे पहले इधर जीतना है
Misses, you will not forget anytime soon.
वो एपिक भाई
जल्दी
अभी ये जीते तो फिर और एक राउंड होगा राइट
2 और
हाँ ओके
5 मैप पे है मतलब अच्छा हाँ राउंड बोल रहा है तू हाँ राउंड 1 चाहिए वाइटलिटी को जीतने के लिए मैचेस और 2 5 मैच का ये जो 3 जीता वो पहला ये जीत गए फ्यूरिया दूसरा वाइटलिटी जीत गए तीसरा पता नहीं मतलब दोनों को लगातार 2 जीतने
भाग ज़ाइवो को टकरा डैमेज पड़ा
शक हो गया भाई वो शक हो
नहीं कुछ शक नहीं हुआ भाई अभी क्यों उठा रहे बच गया वो उठा है इसलिए ना ये लाइन से मरेंगे सब
पिस्टल से सबके
हाँ भाई इसलिए वो वैसे खड़े हैं ना थोड़ा पिक मार दे एक का पावर दिख जाएगा भाई नहीं कोई नहीं पिक मारेगा सब पिस्तौल पे एक के पास ही गन है मोल्डो ये घूम के आ रहा है भाई पूरा
ज़ाइवो गया क्यों उधर अरे इधर ही आएंगे लोग पता कभी कभी ऐसे भी होता है सब उधर चले गए और इधर आ गए खाली राउंड में अरे नहीं फ्लेम्स ही ना कुछ
फ्लेम्स होल्ड कर ओह
गया राउंड गया
Oh नहीं oh my god
गया राउंड गया
He could have got that man switched to the pistol. Yakinda was whiffing.
प्लांट भी कर लिया
Went back on the
ये राउंड गया
Really just commit to the save. You're so out of position here.
What can you do?
यार तभी रिलोड आया ना उसका यार
क्या बहुत डैमेज दिया है देख तो बंदों को नंगा कर दिया
वो तो है
सेव कर रहे भाई बू कर रहे क्राउड पता है पहले उन पे ये नहीं रहता था मतलब अभी 2 हेडफोन्स पहनते वो लोग एक IEM पहनते प्रॉपर गेम साउंड के लिए और उसके ऊपर एयर कैंसलेशन नॉइस कैंसलेशन के लिए पहनते
कैंसिल
पहले वो पहनते थे बट आई गेस आवाज आता था बहुत ज्यादा तो ना ऐसे बंदे रैंडमली स्मोक है या वॉल बैंग होता है वहाँ पे ऐसे ऐसे करते थे ना, तो क्राउड पूरा चिल्लाता था ए करके, तो उनको समझता था उधर बंदा है, उससे उसके थ्रू मार देते थे फिर।
ओह वाह,
पूरा अल्टीमेट दिमाग यूज।
क्रेजी हो
भाई मेरे को मेरा एक पुस्तक मिला बे, सब मोह माया है।
क्या बात कर रहा है?
पुस्तक मतलब एक नोटबुक है वो,
उसमें तूने लिखा है?
नहीं नहीं कुछ नहीं लिखा मैंने, अरे डायरी जैसा है वो। अब लिखना शुरू करूँगा आज से। कैसा जीवन चल रहा है मेरा।
ओ जर्नलिज्म इज द बेस्ट आदि, लिख लिख, सही में बता रहा हूँ।
देख टू बी ऑनेस्ट मेरे को ना ऐसा बहुत लगता है कि भाई लिखना चाहिए, फिर लगता है भाई मैं साइको हूँ क्या भाई।
हाँ लगता है, बट आदि बेस्ट है, पता है।
अरे दिक्कत तब आती है ना, मैं लिखता था, दिक्कत तब आती है जब आधी दुनिया वो पढ़ लेती है।
हाँ वही डर रहता है भाई कि
वो भाई ऐसा लगता है कपड़े निकल के कर दिए।
अच्छा बेटे ऐसा है, ठीक है
भाई।
मजाक बना तेरे। तो मैं क्या करता हूँ पता है, मैं क्लाउड पे लिखता हूँ।
अरे हाँ सेम सेम, मैं भी डिजिटली बहुत लिख। तू भाई मेरा डिजिटल देखेगा ना तो बोलेगा भाई इतना इतना लिखा है।
मैंने भी अब जो भी एकदम क्रेजी डिसीजंस रहते हैं ना, तो उससे पहले मैं लिखता हूँ कि मैं ये डिसीजन लेने वाला हूँ, अब लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस। फिर मैं उस जिस दिन मैं डिसीजन लेता हूँ उस दिन का तारीख भी लिखता हूँ एंड टाइम भी लिखता हूँ।
ओह समझा समझा। 14 फरवरी को क्या है?
अरे 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 कुछ नहीं यार, क्या होता है यार, मैं तेरे को पार्टी देता भाई। बट ठीक है, फक इट।
14 फरवरी को वड़ा पाव खाएंगे अपन।
चल मुझे कोई बात बता, तो जेडी ने डिनर ऑफर किया था।
ओके हाँ ठीक है, लाइव है ठीक है।
हाँ आई डोंट केयर भाई, लाइव है
ठीक है।
आई डोंट गिव अ फक भाई मैं
मतलब देखता नहीं है कोई, बट स्टिल
हाँ देखेंगे, देख भी अब उसको लेट्स से कि पता है कि चैनल है तेरा, लकीली देखता है तो फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं। तो जेडी ऑफर किया। ZywOo रुको रुको बाद में देखते, पहले ZywOo को देखते।
ओह सेम उसने वैसे ही मारा।
क्रेजी भाई क्रेजी। कम ऑन, राउंड निकल जाएगा।
कम ऑन गाइस कम ऑन गाइस कम ऑन।
फ्लैश फ्लैश नाइस वन। मोल्ड
यो विन विन विन।
लेट्स गो।
अरे भाई इसको क्यों दिखा रहे बार-बार?
और अब हमारे
बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया। मेरे को 12 घंटे का वॉच आवर मिल गया।
क्या बात कर रहा है?
और लोग मेरे को बोलते तू क्यों देखता है?
चुप, बिंदास देख तू।
बट भाई मैं एक ही मैच देखूंगा भाई, इसके बाद मैं सो जाऊंगा।
ओ भाई क्रेजी।
देखना तो है मेरे को पूरा, बट भाई कल कॉलेज है।
हाँ मेरे को भी सोना पड़ा है कि कल घर पे पूजा है मेरे को कल। हाँ चल ठीक है, फक इट।
इन्फर्नो जीत गए मतलब। हाँ मैं एक और मैच देख सकता हूँ शायद। कितना बजा है अभी? तो 11:30 बजा। ये जल्दी चालू भी नहीं करते ना
वही दिक्कत है।
15 मिनट।
लेट्स गो भाई।
ये देख मैं 1 तक हूँ, मैं 1 तक वैसे ही जागा रहता ही हूँ, मेरे को नींद ही नहीं आती।
सेम ब्रो सेम। तो अभी भी स्ट्रीम पे राइट?
हाँ हाँ
हाँ। तो जेडी ने ऑफर किया भाई, डब्ल्यू मना कर दिया।
ओह
बट अपना तो अभी सीन ही खत्म हो गया। हाँ दी जैसे तूने क्या बोला था राइटिंग,
हाँ
जो भी मैं देने वाला हूँ ना वो रिटर्न में देने वाला हूँ।
ओह
मैं
भाई रिटर्न इज द बेस्ट थिंग। पता है मैंने मेरा पहले रिटर्न में ही दिया
एंड
रिटर्न
मैं
ऐसे एकदम
अच्छे से रिटर्न ओके मैं बोलूंगा व्हेन आई लीव ना देन यू कैन रीड। मजा आएगा ना?
एकदम।
आई डोंट नो व्हाटएवर, बट अपन नेगेटिव ही सोचते हैं, बिकॉज़ ऑफ कोर्स मैं नेगेटिव सोचता हूँ। बट आई एम फ्री नाउ। मैं लिखूंगा जरूर बट
Nice. Chill. Only him.
Crazy.
One in triple. Maybe one more.
मस्त भाई मस्त खेल.
एंड मैंने फाइनली डिसाइड किया कि अपन थोड़ा हेल्दी हो जाते हैं. फाइनली मतलब बिकॉज बहुत हो गया. मैं फाइनली मैं प्रोडक्ट्स भी मंगा रहा हूँ कल.
क्या?
नहीं एक्सट्रीम वो सब नहीं, बस क्रिएटिन एंड ऑल मंगाऊंगा.
बढ़िया.
एंड देन आई विल गो टू हिट जिम.
अब मेरे पास ऑप्शन है, या तो मैं यहाँ जिम लगा लूँ, बट फिर मैं सोचता हूँ कि भाई है ना जिम कॉलेज में, तो क्यों यहाँ लगाऊं. बट कॉलेज के जिम के लिए मेरे को भाई सुबह जाना.
मेरा कॉलेज में है बट वो पता नहीं कहाँ पे.
वाह.
फाकी. तो मैं क्या करूँगा, मैं दे अटेंडेंस करूँगा, फिर सीधा 20-30 दिन छुट्टी मारूंगा. एंड अब देखो बोला ना मैं करने वाला हूँ रिटर्न में, तो फिर मैं कॉलेज खाली प्रीमाइसेस तक ही जाऊंगा, फिर मैं निकल जाऊंगा. मैं वो इवन रिटर्न में मेंशन करने वाला हूँ.
भाई पता है मैं सोचता था कि पास रहते हैं तो भाई भाई वहाँ पे एक दोस्त है वो 2 महीना नहीं आया भाई.
ओ फक. अरे इवन जो मेरा जो दोस्त है ना, ने को बताया था, अरे अपना ये पी, अरे पी डैश आर डैश, अरे जो मेरे साथ 12th में था वो. हेलो
एक सेकंड आया है.
Do you have any memories of playing on big stages with him where he just
Oh, by greenery,
by
bhai.
notch and is wanting to humble his opponent?
Pretty much every time.
Let's dive on into it then. Round 8. This does indeed feature ZywOo alongside Flamesy. What was happening here?
I think it was problematic for FURIA these rounds with advantages early on. Even in the first gun round, you know, Molotov pulled out that op in round number 3. Right? Like they had some good opportunities to reset vitality early on, and in this round as well, we heard Yakinder talk about, I know exactly what they're doing, I know how they're playing, and they were able to find another 2-man advantage in this round, but then Apex with a bit of a crazy play, but this is a misplay to some extent from FURIA, that he's allowed to go through the smoke. Fallen doesn't sort of hold it from coffins initially. Yakinder dies. Fallen equalizes, but then in the 4v2, just a bit of miscommunication. Yuri too early here. Flash pops now. If he just waited for the flash, or maybe the player was delayed throwing the flash, but that really is the first domino to fall. You can see now K-Serato and Fallen on low HP. Molodoi with the op maybe shouldn't play first in this situation, and in the end, in the 1v2, Flamesy, who's had a great finals so far, steps up in another crucial round where
कंट्रोल आ रहा है. रुक मैं मैच ये चालू कर.
territory, and they're able to
क्या चालू कर रहे हैं?
On the FURIA side, this is not the only like isolated case where FURIA would have rounds.
तू खेल रहा है?
अबे बहुत ऐसा शांत ब्रेन रहेगा ना तो सो जाऊंगा. मेरे को एक मैप और देखना है न्यूक, उसके बाद तो वैसे ही सो ही रहा.
न्यूक ये जीत गया तो हो जाएगा.
जो न्यूक जीतेगा वो जनरली जीत ही जाएगा.
बट स्टिल वो मैच होगी लास्ट वाली.
नहीं ऐसा थोड़ी जीतने के बाद क्यों होगा. मतलब अभी दोनों टीम्स को 2 मैप जीतने हैं और 3 मैप बचे. अब अगर वाइटलिटी जीतता है तो उनको एक और जीतना पड़ेगा. और फ्यूरिया को 2 जीतना पड़ेगा, और फ्यूरिया जीता तो वाइटलिटी को उसके बाद 2 जीतना पड़ेगा.
अरे भाई
तो इट्स क्रेजी भाई. मतलब जो इन जनरल मैच टाइम रहता था बेस्ट ऑफ 3 वो अभी शुरू हो रहा है.
A great time, right? Is there something in the water for him versus FURIA?
I don't know. I don't know if it's maybe FURIA's style that doesn't suit him, or maybe they're switching things up. I'm not exactly sure, but you also feel that over the course of a best of 5, this can't keep happening, right? Like sooner or later, he's going to wake up and really contribute on a level that we know he can.
Yeah, he needs to warm up, you know. But you know, he's running out of time eventually. Like,
I am at 2 minutes.
The series is going to be over, and Vitality, they need their second star more than ever, and I think that he was in some sense lucky that Flamesy had the backup power to help ZywOo clutch this one out, and Robs just seems to be thinking, like, he's a guy that thinks a lot, you know, he's very cautious, he's has this great overview, but it just seems like he's maybe thinking a little bit too much this series. So.
Let's dive into that second half then. We see a little bit of a cheeky CT play from Vitality. What are you observing here, Dupree?
I think this round is also off the bat from a technical standpoint. They just had a technical timeout, and you know, these call this type of aggressive round where we have Messi going all the way down the bench. Luckily for Messi here, it's Robs who actually gets the kill, which means that Messi is now unknown, and that gives them a huge advantage inside the round. FURIA still working their way up Banana, and Flamesy, he knows that he can actually pounce off of this thing, and he actually gets the trade off again, gets traded, and then we go into the 3v3 situation, where this is again showcasing why ZywOo is so feared and so good. He knows that two players are still stuck down Banana, and now he's looking to find that punishment. It's actually FURIA that's going to come from second mid now to try and get that frag, but he knows that he's isolated him. When he gets this kill, it's all about ZywOo falling back. You know, you can see how scared Yegendai is actually going back, and ZywOo decides to go into halls. You know, he can isolate his duels here. He does miss a shot here onto short, but
back guys.
they are so aware of him that it actually allows the guy coming out of library to actually end up getting the kill. And from the communication snippet that we actually got before heading into the break.
Oh, let's go, ZywOo. The goat takes over.
So important what makes Vitality so good. Regardless if they're in the round or not, they will always help the team, and it just helps them string the rounds together. So it's something that we don't get to see much of.
Meko Moldo के लिए crazy respect उस shot के लिए.
Moldo है भाई, Moldo है extreme. Messi को मारा था ना उसने.
वो क्या बहुत clean था. पहले उसने I guess उसके साथ flames को मारा. फिर नीचे
नहीं पहले Messi को मार दिया, फिर नीचे flames मारा.
Yeah, we can roll the ZywOo highlights as we always should when he has a game like this. Just from your perspective, was he ever a player that affected by a slow start?
Flames का पहले HP कम भी था ऊपर से.
Confidence player or is he more cerebral?
But मेरे को नहीं लगा था कि Moldo कर पाएगा clutch.
All players can thrive under pressure, but also when they get into a situation where they don't really feel the confidence. But some players, they need to have like crazy action to actually get
last round crazy था. Last round one-sided ही निकला वैसे तो.
He has the right reads, and the thing is, when he actually gets to this point, when he's playing this well, he's unstoppable. And he's not.
अरे किसको देख रहा हूँ? ये कौन सा Moldo है भाई?
He's gonna be so for the next map.
अरे
ये डालना.
Gonna keep going through the.
ये डालना.
There's a significant shift compared to.
यार लैग हो रहा है, पता है मैं स्ट्रीम और इस पे स्ट्रीम दोनों कर.
आजा.
The two gun rounds, Hero and Inferno, you know, they couldn't get momentum until it was really too late. So
gun game है क्या?
Find some answers, seeing as
मारा group.
I don't think they can count on.
अरे लैग हो रहा है बंदा इधर उधर.
10 rounds on CT
20 HP. Chicken को मार.
Yeah, tell me a bit about your perspective.
Chicken.
Choosing this ground, so they will have to start on that T side. Do you think that's
Chicken.
a challenge for them to get out?
We saw what happened yesterday.
Oh.
They came off the bat of a really good way. I think that this is a must win for FURIA. I mean, that's just how it is. I think if FURIA doesn't, it's really possible. Hard for like the
goalie go please. Head मारना. Nice.
वेट कर दिया है.
पर तू भी मर गया. देखो अबे तू गन नहीं ले रहा क्या? तू पिस्तौल से ही खेल रहा है. मेरे को पिस्तौल विद साइलेंसर बहुत कूल लगता है. ओह नाइस शॉट. ओह ऑप्शन है.
Necessarily to be going to do. So where do you think the confidence lies?
I think they're fine. Won a lot of.
Oh wow!
There were some Molotov rounds in there.
Desert से मारा भाई. Oh nice. आगा. 3 kill का स्ट्रिक बना के दिखा मेरे को मार दिया. Okay, one.
He can leave ramp and help fight outside, and when he should stick.
Nah. Two मर गया.
They're gonna come his way, so he really.
Come on. One. मर गया.
So I wonder what FURIA is going to be.
इसको मार ले.
Try to sort of.
One.
Maybe focus on something.
only time.
मर गया तो बच गया वन नाइस वन
तो उसके साथ अड्डा भी के साथ खेलता ना
नहीं
हाँ तू ही था
मैं अलग
नहीं यार तू ही अड्डा के साथ खेलता है लॉबी में
15 दिन खेलता हूँ हाँ हैकर बैन
राइट से बढ़ रहे ओ वन आगा और टू देन ही क्लच इट आगा रिलोड पे गया शॉट करके मारो ओ वन उसने बहुत डैमेज किया वन पे मारा क्या नाइफ को देखते हैं क्या नाइफ को देखते हैं वन आगा
क्या बोल रहा है
टू
खेलते हो हैकर तो ये
हील कर क्या हुआ है आगा
क्या करना है
नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ
मेरा आवाज आ रहा है बैकग्राउंड में तेरे क्या माइक चल रही है हाँ
तू ही बता ना खुद ही बात कर रहा है
हड़बड़ कर रहा है बहुत
नाइस ना 3 का स्टिक में मर गया फिर से 3 का स्टिक कम इस बार 4 ट्राई कर भाई इस बार 4 ट्राई इसको आने दो अच्छा कोई और आ गया अरे एक दो उधर भी नीचे अरे भाग पीछे से बंदा है 3 2 1 पॉप अप नहीं हुआ पॉप अप उई क्रेजी दो कम ऑन यार मोर टू गो मोर टू नीचे बंदा रहेगा मार उसको अरे फक मर गया मोर टू एक कर हील कर फिर चौथे को मार क्या लाइन से मार रहे भाई लोग अच्छी खत्म हो गया तो फक मॉली मारूसो
communication must have been like and how it generally is when things get so hectic.
I mean, when it gets hectic, I feel like you lose a lot of the important communication, but what's most important for me is to not lose communication. I'd much rather have it be hectic, be chaotic, but you still have to communicate, you have to say what you're doing, you have to say what you have to do, and yeah.
कोई terrorist कोई counter terrorist को जाने नहीं पड़ा
Yeah, I mean, someone has to take control of the game. The Fallen cannot be the only one that's leading it.
और तीन
अरे
वो तो गन क्यों नहीं लेता फिर मार नाइस वन नीचे आज ऐसे एक बंदा मारा तो तू लेजेंड है आजा इतना डैमेज दे देते
मैं तेरे को बता नहीं सकता भाई कितना
मत बोलना भाई वाह नाइस वन टू मोर टू पीछे से एक्स्ट्रा करेगा वो
चोको
यही एमवीपी नाइस वन क्रेजी
और
हाँ हाँ मर गया। ये बंदा MVP है भाई। पीछे से राइट पर मर गया मर गया मर गया मर गया मर गया मर गया। पीछे से एक शॉट ही वीडियो से। क्या एम है? नाइस चल चल ठीक है। बच भाई 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 बच गया भाई तू। मार मार मार। अरे 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 तो मार ओ दोनों देखो दोनों तो गैंग बैंग कर दिया। पीछे से बंदा आएगा पीछे। हगा 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 हगा। अच्छा पिस्तौल से उसने देखो निकाल दिया है। लीगल की ना कीड़े की तरह बाहर निकला है वो। अरे तू 3 का स्टिक नहीं बच पाया। हगा का बंदा क्यों ढूंढ रहा है?
पता है मेरे मैच वगैरह चालू है, मेरा कमेंट वगैरह चालू है, मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ और ऊपर से
वाह नाइस। ओ पीछे से ओ फक अभी नहीं। पीछे देखो पीछे बैक शॉट पड़ गया रे से गंदा वाला।
लगा क्या हो गया।
अरे मैं चला मेरा स्ट्रीम चालू है। क्रैकोव देख रहा हूँ मैं। यही क्या बात हुई भाई। बाय बाय।
Cut down by Mezzi, no heroics from Molodoi in the pistol.
क्या चालू हो गया?
Left looking on at Keserato here as he's got a tricky 1v3 rolled out in front of him. Player through the vents, ready to backstab.
Let's go.
That's Rob's closing in, and there's one thing that's always frustrating about this guy. Feels like he always gets behind you on a perfect window, perfect timing. Always where he's supposed to be. And he's just playing insurance policy here on this Keserato clutch, ready to shut it down if needed.
Oh bye.
Messi by extra.
A clean pistol
Crazy bro,
rolls
crazy.
through for Vitality.
Great start for Mezzi as well. He's been a bit quiet in this final so far.
भाई सब मेरा GPU फुल एक्सेलरेट हो गया है। मैं सब ऐसा कर रहा हूँ, ऊपर से 2 मॉनिटर चूस लिया पूरा।
ओ क्या क्लीन था ना।
A team that lives and dies together feels like everywhere FURIA go they run into a double or a
अरे कहाँ?
triple in that pistol.
ZywOo मेसी
ये भी बहुत थी।
अरे ZywOo स्क्रीन भाई योंग ओ भाई क्या घुस के मारा इनको भी ऐसी मार। ओ फास्ट भाई 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 क्या क्लीन वाइप आउट किया। क्लीन वाइप आउट
फटाफट फटाफट 13-0 जीत जाओ, खत्म हो जाएगा मतलब। 13-0 जीते तो फिर शायद मैं देख लूंगा, 1 बजे वाला तक देख लूंगा।
ओ भाई
1 तक टाइम है मेरे पास, उसके बाद गुड नाइट।
स्वीट ड्रीम्स एंड गिव मी केयर।
वो देखना वो भी नीचे गए।
वो अकेला क्यों जाएगा? मैं भी जाऊंगा।
मैं उसकी टीम का हूँ। खाली मॉलोडाई ने 2 किल किए, बाकी सब 0।
अबे ये सब क्या है भाई?
वर्तमान आंखों का दो।
आदि ये सब क्या देख रहा है? अरे 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 आदि क्या देख रहा है? अरे आदि
मैं स्ट्रीम छोड़ के सब आज तक मैंने वो गाना नहीं सुना भाई पूरा, फिर भी वो लग गया बेंच। वो वर्तमान मतलब कल देखा था वो बात अलग है, बट स्टिल
मैंने भी तो सुना रे
पूरा गाना आज तक मैंने नहीं सुना।
मैंने भी नहीं, वो खाली रील में सुना है मैंने।
FURIA have been a rock on this map. A lot of their success though coming from that CT side, so still going to need them to break through. But it's a
ये map I guess CT side.
स्टिक हुआ था इस मैप में मेरा 6 का स्टिक था.
Oh.
That'll feed ZywOo one on this AWP. He's hanging around. ZywOo wants to try and fight, not content with just the one, and that's one step too far, right into Yakinda.
I like the idea.
Another player on the ramp. Ooh, you're not ready for that. You think ZywOo was here alone. Robs is cut through the offense, and now in behind them, that's a free kill on Molodoi.
Oh bhai, smoke ya. Oh fuck.
Zywoo and Yuri left to the wayside here.
Far bhai, far.
मारो मारो इधर ही.
तू बचा भाई उनको.
यूरी मार देगा भाई. मतलब मारता तो नहीं है बट
अटते तो नहीं.
अरे अरे पीछे देख पीछे
देखो. गया
ढूंढ रहा है किधर है बंदा. अभी तो उड़ी मारा.
In fact, he is. Two separate 1v1s.
वो रुकना चाहिए
get a move on.
Okay, Robs win.
Time's running low for Yuri. No time to clear
Nah.
it.
Nice.
It's a crisis averted. Not allowing these disadvantage rounds to come through anymore. Vitality are not in a forgiving mood.
Clean था ना. देख Zyv.
Short recent form for FURIA, right? 8-win streak, been a great map, but this was a map that Vitality in the middle of last year went on a huge streak of their own. They matched 8 as well. They managed 14 out of 15 in a row.
Waste हो गया भाई वो.
Yakinda just tried looking for info out in the yard, and it's the last thing he got to do in this pistol round.
कितना accurate throw है भाई.
You want to be hemorrhaging players early on. Every kill you give to ZywOo only builds his confidence up, and you don't want this guy feeling right at home in this final.
सब एक ही जगह है.
Map one, but that's no longer the case. Nice set on the air play. ZywOo's in the right spot, gets himself teed up in heaven. Rifle's going to hold the line.
Oh भाई 2 kill. Oh.
Breakthrough. Now they've got the orb to contend with.
ये क्या हो गया भाई? Nice है वो. Apex मतलब.
We're just seeing ego from ZywOo right now.
Crazy भाई, crazy exchange था, but end में मस्त किया.
He has an orb. He doesn't need
Oh,
it.
what the?
Vitality just swinging for the fences. And this was always the case, right? You can't be a top team. You can't
be
short
team of the world without
pistol से मारा उसको.
map in Counter-Strike for some time. All the best teams in the world have amassed massive win streaks on this map. Vitality just the same. And so as FURIA do their own, Vitality come to punish. It's a swing and a miss, but there's just damage on Yuri. Yakinda takes a lot as well, so don't get ahead of yourself with this man advantage, thinking that FURIA have full control. We've already seen Vitality swing in aggressively on this CT side. They're not going to stop.
You know, with the dinks coming through, with the idea that Vitality have shown a very aggressive face to open this up, you don't get to be that comfortable in this 5v4. Even now, you're trying to anticipate, well, what's their next move? Where's the aggression going to come? ZywOo.
Yuri को मार.
The orb feeling overkill for this head-to-head, and it's given away for free. That was the beginning of the A play. Yuri meant to act as the tip of the spear, ends up getting lopped out first, and now ZywOo eyes on at the main side. No limit to what he's been capable of in this series. ZywOo just keeps going. K-Serata can't hack it.
Yeah.
Still flawless for
Perfect players.
Play him easy. Nice.
Back boy. Sorry.
किधर गया? नाच रहा था ना तू बाथरूम में. भाई Vitality. ZywOo धार करके ऑफ से मार.
भाई crazy भाई.
Everywhere they go, Vitality set up in numbers.
मेसी के पास पैसा ही
6-0 lead on that ever so favored CT
नहीं।
side.
उनसे कम पैसा है भाई, वो हार रहे तो भी।
मेसी एग्जिस्टेंस का पैसा भी नहीं मिल रहा उसको। ओ ZywOo रिप्ले भाई काम चालू हो गया।
You'd see Yakinda getting away with success on the side. So much of Furia's T-Half relies on Yakinda's space taking in the yard, getting down secret, getting a position so Furia can play a late round. But he is getting orbed, he is getting dinked, he is getting harassed on these crosses. Yakinda back with pistols leads the charge to this yard.
तो मोलोटोव पे ज़्यादा मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, बिलीव करते हैं नेड।
Yakinda walks behind the Molotov down below.
कौन किधर है?
वो बैठा किधर है, मेरे को दिखा क्यों?
Committing for a fight.
Flames.
ZywOo never far away.
Flames.
Might just get to have his say out from the single door.
Flames, nice. Oh, ZywOo. अरे आदि क्या कर रहा है? ये क्या कर दिया भाई, मैंने शॉट मिस कर दिया ना ZywOo का। ये देख क्या मारता है, देख क्या क्रेजी मारता है। ZywOo का शॉट। हेलो आदि क्या कर रहा है तू बस? तू इससे चालू किया ना?
ये क्यों चालू है पता नहीं, देख लो बट अभी राउंड खत्म होने।
अभी क्या कर रहा है? एक बंदा स्ट्रीम कर रहा है तो उसको स्ट्रीम होते हुए देख रहे हैं। मेजर अरे 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 अरे
Boost up in the yard. You need Molotov to provide. Flick down,
Oh.
miss shot. Not going to get
नहीं
given
कोई
a
नहीं
second
मारा भाई,
chance.
sorry।
Apex staying around this smoke, keeping the pressure on. Nearly finds
हिल गया ना भाई। ओ क्या मारा उसको स्टन होने के बाद भी।
गया
गया भाई, तो क्रेजी। वो कूदा भाई, लेजेंड मस्त था भाई। क्या फनी लगता है ना।
मेरे को ये बता, अब तेरे को आवाज आएगा कि नहीं बता? हाँ फाका
तू लगा नहीं आया भाई, कुछ नहीं आया।
A contagious flow state, everyone communicating, calling the flashes, knowing their role, what's
नहीं आया तेरे को?
rotating B to
कुछ
perfection,
नहीं सुने दिया।
but still aggressive,
अभी भी नहीं?
ever present.
अभी फिर से क्या?
Apex throwing himself outside.
ना मैं कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा।
Surely we get a timeout soon for Furia.
Yeah, they need to stop this. It's already out of control. It's not yet beyond saving.
Yeah, you're already in a tailspin. The best thing
13-0
now is a softer landing.
मेरे को भी वही लगता है भाई। तेरी बात मान रहे वो लोग।
Banged him through the box.
वो चाहते हैं कि तू 1 बजे तक जगे भाई।
Left to an A play, but Vitality, they've just been so decisive in these moves.
13-0 क्या डिसरिस्पेक्ट होगा सोचना।
Smokes will give rise to the fear that Furia could be crossing down.
हेलो
हक देंगे भाई वो लोग।
Man sent away from the stack.
क्रेजी डिसरिस्पेक्ट हो
Dropping
गया।
vent, that just
13-0
shows you don't believe in this. Flames checks it out, and he's probably just going to go right back up. It's a little bit too quiet right now. So Flames is ready to assist on this A site if required. Furia will cross very late and dry, but what's the goal? Main split? Pistols? Up against ZywOo in heaven?
ZywOo से नहीं बच पाओगे।
Position for the orb, that's if they even need him to play. Right now, the rifles.
वो नजर हटी, दुर्घटना घटी भाई।
Messi provides
ओ ओ
छोड़ दी भाई,
मार दिया भाई, धो दिया भाई
सीधा
डिसरिस्पेक्ट
घुसा
भाई,
उन लोग के अंदर से।
भाई डिसरिस्पेक्ट भाई, 9-0 भाई, डिसरिस्पेक्ट।
laying waste.
डोंक का फर्स्ट टूर्नामेंट, फर्स्ट ऑन ग्राउंड मैच 13-0 था वो।
They're getting beat into the ground. It's
कितना
not
एक्सट्रीम
even
रहेगा।
competitive. These rounds have not
Crazy.
fallen close.
And I know FURIA rely on their CT side quite heavily in these games that they've won on this win streak, but this is not the T side we've come to expect. They haven't had any of the control that they usually do. They're going to try and up the pace.
Passed out through the door, and they've caught a good timing. For once, Vitality didn't have a stack here ready to
कितना
receive.
केयरफुली खेल रहे हैं वो
The
लोग।
site control. You've got to hope that from getting these positions, it's enough to finally break the streak of Vitality.
अभी इनका प्रेशर बिल्डअप हो रहा है।
Flames on 16k. You just want to give this a try, Vitality. So let's see what a 5v5 upper retake looks like.
Util getting burned through for FURIA. It is going to slow the roll of any retake. Case Serato makes life even harder there with an opening onto Apex.
Good molly.
They're going to go now on the back of this flash. Two of them come through to try
अरे फा दो ही जन बचे। ZywOo एक डाउन किया। ZywOo सेव करेगा, ZywOo सेव करेगा। ये लोग ढूंढ रहे हैं भाई।
Not insta rush, just by a few seconds here. Vitality take their
हेलो
setup.
आदिश
They
हो गया
read it
क्या?
wrong out of spawn. No worry. A
आदि
brief round, a brief moment here for FURIA. But Team Vitality with ample opportunity here on their opponent's map pick. An admirable attempt at what should be an impossible post plant. Robs is still yet to die here in round number 11.
ठीक है।
Eternal. ZywOo Infernal. Takes that all back up top, and he sees the cross. It's info, if nothing more, knowing Yukinda is solo down on that B-bomb site. They don't need to over-rotate. They just need to reinforce ramp.
You're telling Robs to be ready for it. Yet to die in the map thus far. Robs
ओ एक डाउन, crazy।
might not be dying, he's doing a whole lot of killing. Forced off
Oh
the
my
line for a
God.
missed shot. Ramp room taken. FURIA have the space they were hoping for, but down in this lower site, it won't be a easy take. You've got an entrenched AWP, you've got Flames rotating down earlier. It's a trap hold.
Clean बहुत जल्दी।
If there ever was a time for Yukinda to find
नीचे
something,
कोई नहीं है
it's
बस।
now.
हेलो
On this door swing, got to be ready
हेलो
for
भाई,
two players.
सो
Got
गया
to
था
be ready
क्या?
for Flames playing
अरे
underneath.
टेक्निकल इश्यूज।
Rest of FURIA
अच्छा
making their way out the ramp side.
कोई नहीं
Flash
होते
is
रहता
good.
है।
Sets up Yukinda. Now it's just the
ठीक है कोई नहीं।
Robs doesn't want to die.
Come on, come on।
Finally parts way with that
भाई सेव किया ZywOo ने लास्ट राउंड, एंड अभी पीक प्रेशर पे चल रहा है, बिकॉज़ दोनों टीम बहुत स्टेबल है।
3-on-2 retake.
स्टिल 9-1 है।
Oh, anyone's game भाई, मेरे को नहीं लगता anyone's game. It's only Vitality's game भाई। 13-1 भाई, still a disrespect भाई, 10-1 is disrespect।
And this CT side
Molder
is
का
looking as
face भाई,
perfect as their first season.
bomb
Just one
diffused,
blemish on the
magic।
record here for Team
फटाफट करो,
Vitality.
फटाफट।
Everything else
और
has
10
been
मिनट
in
में
their
खत्म कर दो।
favour from every position.
तुम्हारे को पूरा इवेंट देखना मिलेगा। एनीवेज भाई, मैं पूरा इवेंट देखने ही वाला।
मैं कल देखूंगा। वो फक शॉट देखा तू?
रॉब्स बचाया भाई उनको, पूरा घुसने नहीं दिया।
हाँ रॉब्स बचा, सही में बचा। पैसा है भाई, पैसा है वाइटैलिटी के पास। उनके पास पैसा खत्म हो गया।
वाइटैलिटी के पास 4 राउंड नहीं, टेक्निकली 3 राउंड, हाँ 3 राउंड का पैसा है।
This information Vitality have. They know what you're doing.
FURIA have been so reluctant to use these timeouts. They got their second one here in the final round of their T-half.
Oh my. Come on.
ZywOo with another aggressive opening. No doubt he is feeling it in this final.
Love to see him showing it, putting it all out there. While some Opers shrink back, play passive, let their team take the round. It's
Come on, ZywOo, hold.
who forces answers. Pushes right into FURIA.
ये वॉल बैंक कर सकता है क्या?
Smoke is a bridge.
इधर भी नहीं कर सकते, बट मोस्टली कर सकते हैं। न्यूक में सबसे ज्यादा है वॉल बैंक।
न्यूक में ये डॉग वाला मैप है ना?
ये न्यूक है।
ये न्यूक है, ओके। अरे हाँ, नीचे पानी, याद है।
नीचे पानी नहीं है।
अरे वो अबे न्यूक्लियर तो पानी में ही रहता है भाई। Oh, crazy. Nice one. Very nice one. अच्छे से होल्ड करो। बम प्लांट हो रहा है।
The brains of FURIA have to get through the brawn of vitality.
Still anyone's game, best still anyone's game. अभी तक जब तक एक और बंदा डाउन नहीं होता ना, तब तक कुछ डिसाइडर नहीं है। कुछ प्लांट किया है, ये भी सेव भी कर सकते हैं। ओह देख सेव करेगा। Oh, right. Oh my God, भाई, clutch.
बहुत ज्यादा सीटी साइडेड मैप है ये।
अरे घुस जा उसके मुंह में भाई। नाइस सेव। देख नीचे पानी है मैप के।
मेरे को लगा तो लिटरल ऐसा पानी फ्लोट होते हुए पूरा।
नहीं। मोन्टाज देखने में मजा आता है।
कितना फटाफट उनको बनाना पड़ता हो
भाई ना, क्रेजी। 10-2 क्रेजी डिफरेंस। देखो बहुत नींद है। वाह
What the fuck भाई, ये कौन है? शाय कुकी डो ब्राउनीज चेक डीएम कुकीज। ये मेरे चैनल पे कौन प्रमोशन करके जा रहा है भाई? ये क्या बात हुई? एनीवेज भाई, शाउट आउट भाई। दो लोग भाई, हम लोग करे। भाई कितने लोग हैं? 2-3 लोग हैं भाई। फटाफट लाइक करो यार।
थोड़ी खुशी मिल रही है।
160 पहुंच गया। अब लेट्स सी 200 कब।
Other flames.
Let's go भाई। चौबीस घंटे का वॉच आवर मिल जाए बस इस स्ट्रीम से, मजा आ जाएगा।
ओ डैम, अभी कितना वॉच आवर मिला?
अभी 15 हो गए।
ओ डैम, मिल जाएगा।
मतलब ये वैसा है बे, पहले मेरे को 18 दिखा है, फिर 15 दिखा है, वैसे ही फ्लक्चुएट होता है। फाइनल मेरे को एक दिन बाद दिखता है प्रॉपर।
टी शेप। ये मैच क्यों नहीं दिखा रहा भाई? ये इसको रोते हो क्यों दिखा रहा?
अरे ऊपर देख, टाइमर चालू। ये रो रहा है क्या वो लिटरली?
वो फक सही में रो रहा है क्या?
बच्चा है वो, अपने जितना ही है। अपने जितने आपसे छोटा रहेगा। बट ठीक है भाई, उसको मिल गया वैसा सब।
वही ना देख, वही
कोई भी रैंडम कंट्री में मिलता है भाई, अपने इधर नहीं मिलता वैसा।
क्या पागल की तरह गेम खेलते थे? गेम सिखा रही है थोड़ी बात।
वही माँ बाप ही घर से बाहर निकल देंगे।
पॉइंट है। ट्रॉफी
अबे उनको बहुत तगड़ा पे मिलता है पता है?
वो तो रहेगा।
अबे वो रॉब से ना, उसने पोर्शे 911 खरीदा
भाई। क्रेजी। अरे तेरी फीड दिख रही है भाई। आउटडोर वॉइस चालू हो गया।
रॉब्स भाई 10-2 दो बार मरा है बस वो। मतलब स्कोर के हिसाब से बस दो जब जीते तभी मरा है वो, नहीं तो मरा ही नहीं है
भाई। क्रेजी भाई।
उसका केडी 5 है। और एक मार दो, और एक।
ZywOo started the last two maps by quite the margin in this pistol round.
गेम ये लोग खेल रहे, फोकस नहीं कर रहा, ऐसे बंदा है।
हो गया भाई। क्या था ये? मतलब आई थॉट जीत गया भाई।
नहीं,
दो बंदों ने साफ किया।
दो बंदे बाकी, उसमें से एक का एचपी बहुत कम है। अरे यार तू लेफ्ट में देख रहे, ZywOo तो लेफ्ट में देख। अरे फक ZywOo, मार पास
नहीं देखना चाहिए था, नहीं देखना।
ओह क्लच भाई,
क्या क्लच किया भाई।
मोल्डी
And FURIA swallowed whole.
ये राउंड पक्का फोर्स पर।
ओ भाई वाह।
You know, been waiting for a bunch of these names for Vitality to really get involved in this grand final. It's been ZywOo and Flames doing a lot of the heavy lifting, while
खुशी
here
देख
on
भाई,
Nuke, it's
खुशी
been about
देख
those
भाई।
other guys.
साले वो सेलिब्रेट भी एक ही पोस्टर में करते हैं, ऐसे रिप्ले कर रहे हैं खाली।
Okay, this is going to get weird right now. That bomb is on the top side. Vitality are in B. They have to come back up. FURIA protecting a package. Vitality scrapping.
वाइटलिटी का बॉम्ब ही छूट गया उधर। ये क्या बात है?
वही ना, ये क्या क्रेजी बन गया भाई। अरे
ओह
वाह, ओह वाह। अरे तो ये तो स्नाइपर से डेंजर में मर गया। बट ओह फक, डोमिनेशन भाई, पीक डोमिनेशन भाई। डिसरिस्पेक्ट।
एक राउंड बस।
सही में रो देगा भाई वो बच्चा।
Another advantage, bomb at their feet, Vitality everywhere, and FURIA full panic, full shock.
मेसी ने मस्त मारा, 2 किल उठा।
You can feel the nerves. You can feel them in how that
ZywOo
moment breaks down for FURIA.
I guess ये last
and no one's coming to save them. Ikinda with a couple of multi-kills in their 2 rounds, but otherwise it's been an absent FURIA in this third. And even Ikinda failed. Molodoi has never
अरे पता नहीं यार मेरे को आज बहुत नींद आ रहा है मतलब हाँ मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा दिमाग चला आज मैंने तो थक गया भाई
For a pure AWPer like Molodoi, his role straight relinquished with a stomp, a statement from
Yuri,
Team
you are
Vitality.
Yuri पीछे
You talk about sending a
Yuri
message.
पीछे ropes
A scoreline like
fuck
this
fuck
to
fuck
break the
fuck
streak
ropes
of
पे
Fury
ropes
on home
ropes
map for
पे
this squad. Well, that certainly serves the purpose.
नहीं
And you want them feeling ice cold?
और क्या क्लीन शॉट था भाई क्या क्लीन शॉट था भाई बॉल नहीं बचा ओह माय गॉड भाई भाई डिसरिस्पेक्ट आती डिसरिस्पेक्ट एग्जैक्टली
And their home map now broken, now away from them. Vitality are a map away from defending their title and lifting this trophy all over again.
Crazy. अच्छा प्लीज मेरे को मत काट
खत्म
मजा आ गया भाई
वाइटैलिटी जीत गया
और एक राउंड ना भाई बट
हाँ बट वो देखेगा कौन
तेरे लिए जीत गया बच्चा यही हाँ भाई जीत ही गया फर्क
चलो फिर टाटा भाई स्ट्रीम बाय बाय
गुड नाइट